Hello and welcome. Well, sorry, running a bit late. You know me. I do apologise. Yeah, but I've had a major kind of had to put it disruption due to my technology. Yes, complete reload of everything. And when you can say what I mean everything, I mean like everything. It was a nightmare. Yeah, it went screwball. A whole lot did. Now I thought it was the computer, but wasn't that an end? No, it was the router. It was the router went screwball. Couldn't access after stuff. Well, it seems to be working technology. So, yes, complete. Oh, I see. What's going over here? Let's just sound check. Right. So I want to talk a little bit about what's going on between the United States and the UK, the so-called special relationship, and the lack of. And the fact of the matter is, it's really a financial arrangement. Really, it's not a special relationship. Well, it wasn't a special relationship until since the Cold War, but and also Keir Starmer seems to be getting a huge amount of criticism for a bit of UK politics, doesn't he? At the moment, everyone's attacking him. And what did I say about? Oh, crikey! Before he got got the key to the number 10, I was saying back then that it's pretty obvious. Really, he's going to be attacked big time. And don't get me wrong, I'm no fan. There's lots of stuff he's doing I don't agree with. But I would like to give a bit of a chance, if you know what I mean. It's just no time at all. You can't achieve all the stuff that you might be promising in the manifesto overnight. It's just not possible. It's, yeah. But it's not surprising when you consider you've got the right wing press, you've got the Daily Express constantly throwing the headlines at Keir Starmer and the Labour Party and Rachel Reeves. Although some things that Rachel Reeves said recently I'm very, very upset about, which I'm going to make a video about actually, regarding what Scotland puts into the pot and what Scotland gets out of the pot. I think I'd be rather shocked. But it's all the SNP's fault, apparently, according to Rachel Reeves, and that really got my goat. But you know how it is. They're going to do that, aren't they? But it seems very hypocritical, considering that the 2 days after Keir Starmer got that key to the door, what do? He trundles off to all the countries within the United Kingdom and says, I'm going to be really good to you. What do? Slag them all off. Now, if you're slagging off the party that somebody is actually voting for, you're slagging off the people who voted for them as well. It's pathetic. Sorry, it's pathetic. It's not solving the issues. It's trying to alleviate your finger pointing at yourself. Because, however, let's be fair, there's a hell of a finger pointing at the Labour Party, and of course there's going to be. But why don't we just give them a little bit of time to try and sort things out? Now, when they say things, no, we're not going to, the child benefit caps and stuff like that, well, then, yeah, we'll criticise them on that. When we've got things like the Winterfield payments for elderly, what have you, we'll criticise them on that. But they're again saying that, even the Winterfield payment, really shouldn't it be means tested anyway? Be honest, really. You've got people there with shitloads of them money, pensioners, got loads of bulk of dough, and they're receiving, what was it, 300 quid or whatever it might be. There's nothing to them, but they'll still take it. A friend of ours, right, she was quite wealthy. She had a fair bit of money, right? And like the family lands, for instance, what'd she do? Don't be wrong, she was a lovely person, she really was. She was very good to us. But I don't think she sees the morals in it. What she was doing is she was taking the child benefit and sticking it in an account, a savings account for a kid, so she can have a driving lessons and stuff. It's kind of missing the point. It's not really what it's for. I know it's for the kid, but it's like, anyway, she can afford to. So really, that should be means tested, maybe. You're looking at ways of saving money, and obviously tax the rich, make the rich spend the money even better. That's what I would like to see. Make it so they actually help the economy and spend it in the UK. Get people investing in the UK while they're in the UK, and no, they won't be interested in that. And now we've got going on with. Oh, I say what's going on. It's been going on for a while now. It's, Richie Sunak announced it with the free ports. Well, no one's talking about it, are they? I am. And the thing is, you see, they're just going to cripple local, councils and what have you, because it'll just take funding away out of the pot. There'll be less tax take in the country. It's effectively a way of removing the tax burden from businesses. and the ability to trade overseas without any burdens. Keeps trade, but then it makes more competition for those who aren't in the free port. So they want to leave and go into the free ports, and then they'll be paying less taxes, etc., etc. The only people that benefit from this are the cronies. And what have they been criticising Keir Starmer for? Cronyism. Flipping cronyism. The biggest cronies out there were the Tory party. It's obvious, isn't it? Keir Starmer and all his front bench and any Labour MP, what have you, are going to be facing a huge amount of criticism. And then we've got the geezer, I can't remember his name now, but he's the guy with the term, what have you, he's got 15 properties, he's a landlord. And he's been criticised for ants. Ants and possibly damp and stuff like that. Now, I've been in the building game long enough. All these things are caused through the tenant. Unless you've got leaks in the roof, leaks in your plumbing, or maybe your damp, of course, is below the level of the ground outside and stuff like that. Generally speaking, it's because the humidity has been created within the property, or the fact of the matter is you've been leaving sugary items and kids running around dropping sweets in the sticking to the carpets and stuff. That's when you get ants. Ants are only coming into your house because there's something there for them. And you ain't going to stop ants. They've got tiny, tiny little spaces. Have you got double glazing or not? Doesn't make any difference. Now, when I've worked on properties, going in to sort out damp problems, there's been all the trickle vents above the PVC windows all been taped up with duct tape and stuff to, and then duct tape with the vents for the gas central heating, the backsy boilers and stuff, back boilers, kind of they're made legal now anyway. But so a lot of criticism for Keir Starmer, which don't get me wrong, he deserves quite a bit, but you know what I mean. It just seems a bit out of kilter here. A special relationship with the United States. Then you got Brexit. Obviously, I'll kick Brexit. Anyway, who we got in the old chat first? I do apologise if I'm a bit clunky today, but I haven't got my soundboard set up yet. I haven't got this thing here set up yet. I'm lucky to get this far, I just uploaded some of the video clips and stuff like that. Obviously you're going to have things like... Okay,
in December, I'll be in Beijing,
remember her?
Opening up new pork markets.
Do you remember her when she went and see the Russian foreign minister, Lavrov, whatever his name is? That was an embarrassment for the country, wasn't it? These people. Anyway, who we got here in the chat? I'm looking, I am. I'm in live chat. Good. Gingers, member for 14 months. Nice to see you here. Now we're going through all the signs up. I'm cleaning all the signs up for the trees at the moment. Because they've been weathered over the winter and the summer, so I just cleaned them up. I took them down, sanded them up, put another coat of oil on them. Hello, Joe. My other friend. He's a spanner. Let's welcome Joe into the mix as a spanner. And I do enjoy your comments, mate. I can't always reply. I have this before, you know that, because there's so many, and I've had a lot of comments recently. I've had a couple of American-based videos that done really, really well. Which basically just me try to spread the word, really, from vote vets in the US and also Kamala Harris as well with her campaign. I think it's really important. It might not be UK politics, but it is important. What happens in the US happens or affects the UK massively. Really, really important that we have somebody there who's not insane. You know what I mean? If anyone trying to tell me that... Oh, hang on, have I frozen? Oh! What's happened there? Everything. And when you can say what I mean, everything, I'm not insane. What's this about keep your mouth shut? My vote. Or did it freeze? Did it freeze? So, anyway, let's just have a look at the end to make sure there's no problems. Oh, you sound lovely. So do you. Oh, it's all my lovely. Oh, I've got a lovely granddaughter, my lovely Grace. You can say hello. Hi. How long are you here for? 3 more days. But it might be longer. I might keep you. Will Mummy be upset? Will she? You love Grandpa? Yeah, I love you too. Yeah, what we've been doing, we made rockets, haven't we? We're going to make another rocket with gas, real gas, exploding gas. Stand back. Do a safety spec, Grace. Yeah, and a helmet. I'll make one out of a big plastic bin. We'll put a couple of holes in it for your eyes. No. Oh, there. Use your editing. What editing? Use me editing. Hi, Grace. Keep your head down. Keep your head down. Keep your mouth shut. I don't understand what you mean by that. Special relationship right now. Tell the one of the priest and the rabbi. Yeah. Oh, God, the story. Cheers, man. Monk, cheers for that, buddy. Yeah. Oh, I managed to get that. That's on. Like and subscribe. I got that button on. Yeah. I'll tell you something. You don't realise until you do complete that reinstall on your computer how much stuff is on it. No wonder it's all going kaput. I hadn't done it for about 2 years. I had done it since I did upgrade machines about 18 months ago. So it was needed doing. Desperate, in fact. Just got to keep adding more and more clips in and stuff like that. And I've got to get my soundboard. I've got for naked about my soundboard. I've got to get that all plugged in. Once plugged in, so I'll get all the software on it. And I've got to redo all my sound. Oh. I did backups of most stuff, and some things I forgot. So. UK hasn't done anything to mitigate what is coming. Nope, it hasn't. EU has. They've actually for instance, the Eurotunnel. 212 bournes have been put in. You know, the little kiosk things that do your biometrics. Yeah, and the EES comes into play. Joy. No more stamping the passports, but you're going to have fingerprints taken. Full frontal. Yeah. Rectal probe. You know, all that squit. That's all going to be done. Yeah, and it's going to be redone every 3 years or when your passport runs out, whatever comes first. So, yeah, that's going to be joy. So there's always going to be a cycle of problems with that. It's like, you'll find it be really bad to start with, and then it'll calm down. The summer will be horrendous, and it'll calm down a bit, and then the whole cycle will be rinse and repeat. Because don't forget, a lot of people aren't going to be traveling every single year going across the channel. A lot of people do, some people don't. You know, joy. And then you got Michael there who's saying, no more drinks on the aeroplanes. Thank you very much. No more than 3 drinks. And then Tim Martin says, well, I've got a pub. I've got a pub in Stansted. Of course you can have more than 3 drinks. Oh, there, these people. So our relationship with the US is, how to put it, is potentially faltering. And in quite a bad way as well. Quite, do with these jets, you see, and Gaza, and Israel. Not good. And then we've got what's gone with the France, regarding France and Saudi, because of Pavel Durov, whatever his name is, the guy who owns or CEO of Telegram, that chat, encrypted chat thing, like a bit like WhatsApp or Signal. And as such, they're now saying, oh, France, all right, you're going to arrest one of our citizens and put him out on bail, can't leave the country and all that, and what's 10 year, potentially a 10-year sentence. Well, we're going to cancel our contract with you for the Rafale jets. About 180 odd jets. I think it's about 20 odd billion or something. I can't remember numbers. But it's a lot of money. So they've basically put it on hold. They basically holding France to ransom over this geezer who's quite frankly been trafficking money and all sorts of stuff. His platform has been used for trafficking and God knows what else. Pretty awful stuff. It's not about freedom of speech. Freedom of speech does not give you the right to just do whatever you want. It's not a carte blanche rule, is it? There are still rules around freedom of speech. Such as the Civil Disturbance Bill or something in 1986. You mustn't be nasty to people. No. Plus, you could end up with a civil case against you anyway if you, lie about somebody. Well, character assassination. I say Donald Trump is painted orange or something. I don't know, whatever. Anyway, let's go chat. Go back into the chat. Let's go into the chat before I get carried away. I can see the chat moving. Oh, and I don't have my alert on for the super chats at the moment. So I don't have it on. I need to reload it, unfortunately. So I need to do that. That's another job to be done. If I forget anybody, please remind me. Oh, I see one there. Vertigo. Cheers, Vertigo. Oh, Discord after chat. I've got a Discord, but I haven't actually done much with it. I'm so snowbound all the time. I struggle to keep a head above water. You know, the house and God knows what else, and trying to earn a little bit of money here and there, and it's just like I run ragged really. I suppose there's always vegan elites Discord. Plus, I'm an hour later than everybody else in the UK, so it's very late for me. I really struggle these days because I get so tired. So tired. I'll find my RGN and it's really knocking me for 6. There's no sound, the mic's off. Who's lying? Kool-Aid's lying. I know it's not off. I'm going to check now. You know what I mean? Everything. And when you're fibbing. Kool-Aid, hope it well. The cook is going in the wrong direction. Oh, the wrong end. You're talking about my card for this live stream with the court going in Donald Trump. Shut him up somehow. That's what he's, you know. But oh, fuck, it was a spitting image when they showed us synced to operating his Twitter. Oh dear. Oh, I love spitting image. Not like it used to be though. After this, I'm not sure if I can make it on Discord. I have a ton of stuff to do and work tomorrow. It's very late as well for me. I'm getting a bit old. Oh, I did it on purpose because the other day I got loads of crappy messages on there. I thought it'd make it harder for. Yeah, it's on a 30-second delay at the moment. Maybe that's too long. I don't know if anyone on there can actually do it. Can I do it from here? That's probably too long, isn't it? Action. Moderation. I don't know. Is that one? No. Maybe 10 seconds is enough. 30 seconds is probably too long. I'll probably just stay a bit long, actually. Yeah, no, you're right, Charles. Sorry. No, if you want to take it off if you can. Blame Top Smoke. Where's it? What's he said now? Oh, blame Top Smoke. That's what he keeps blooming doing. Yeah, I know. He's an anomaly, that one, isn't he? Hello, Joe Lefty. Hope you're well. Good evening, Joe. Good evening, Mad Monk. My friend is here. Now, Mad Monk, I did mention the Mad Monk before, but if you want to got any ideas regarding doing a video about Labour and Scotland, the SNP, and similar what Rachel Reeves has been saying recently, please send me a message if you've got any information on that. I'm trying to hunt it down myself. I'm also going to speak to Mad Monk's brother as well. I wasn't able to before, actually. I will do it now because my computer was bugging up. But yeah, about money's in and money's out. Cash flow between Scotland and the rest of the UK, or Westminster especially, obviously. Telegram is being used exactly like WhatsApp, Signal, and all other apps by now. Yeah, but they allow for oh crikey, payments for going through via crypto and that as well, isn't it? I hear what you're saying, but I still think we need some guidance and some sort of. I'm not saying get rid of these things. I'm saying we need some. If there's a clear, defined laws, at least there's a way of actually drawing people over the coals over the coals for their actions. Without at the moment, it's all up in the air. No one really knows what to do. We need clear, defined. Yeah, you can do this, or you can't do that. You can't have freedom of speech without responsibility. You just can't. We've seen what's happening. We've seen what's going on at the moment. The amount of lies that are flying, that's not freedom of speech. That's just propaganda. And obviously they've got the propaganda from those at the top there, haven't they? You should know better. And then we've got individuals, their propaganda. Like Nigel Farage and all that, you know? I do think we need something. But the only problem is how do you do it across? You can't do it everywhere, can you? Obviously, you're still going to have places that are going to say, oh, I'll solve that. Oh, why about that? They're going to carry on. And that, you know, let's say France did it, for instance, or what's going on in Brazil at the moment. Brazil's going through the process of blocking Twitter altogether. No? Because of what Judge said. So, yeah, so Elon Musk is going to be blocked from Brazil. So it is possible to do. You know, it's blocked from other places as well, isn't he? that Venezuela, he's blocked from Venezuela for at least a month during the elections. It can be done. You know, if you want to keep it, you need to respect, have a bit of respect. That's the thing. At the end of the day, these are all commercial concerns. These aren't public rights of way. These are commercial concerns out there to make money. Whether it be Twitter or Facebook or all those things. The only reason they say the right word, although Elon Musk doesn't say the right words sometimes, because they know they've got to appease the authorities, or they're going to get fined. They've got to show that they're going to be making a change, going to be making a difference. It's a difficult one, I think. There's no real clear answer to it, is there? What we can and cannot do to curb the madness. It is, as far as I'm concerned, going on at the moment, is literally kind of madness. Just allowing it to go on. I mean, go on as it is, because we've sort of got to this point now where things have got so bad. It's a cesspool. You go on Twitter now, or X. It is an absolute cesspool. The thing about Twitter, though, it's always been a bit bad. It used to be a really useful, although irritating, platform. All the news ended up there first. Someone had a point of view, it got put there first. It was useful. The journalism, anything like that, it was very, very useful. But it's been ruined. Absolutely ruined. And now we've got the person who actually owns Twitter now. That was at 40% shares or whatever it might be. How many shares he's got? It's no 50% shares, isn't he? Absolutely wrecking it. I think he's got loans about 40% shares. They've lost so much money. Yeah, he's ruined it. Yeah, Twitter has been absolutely buggered up by Elon Musk. Got hardly any advertisers on there now, so it's struggling to make ends meet. Going to fund it pretty much himself, or just sell more shares. That's to pay for it. It doesn't help, and it doesn't help when you've got a platform like that. There's so much responsibility. It has to be surrounded. Can't just no. Some people disagree. I think you've got to have freedom of speech no matter what, at any cost almost. And the cost is people they commit suicide over some of this stuff, And social media in general is bad enough, people bullying online, all that sort of stuff. I did a tweet earlier on where is it? Oh, June Mummery, all right. I show you. I've got Twitter up on there yet. I'll tell you, we'll go into that in a moment. It really will go. United States versus local special relationship. The thing you see, it's just a minute. That. Oh, it's so horrible not having my equipment set up. I've got to use on-screen stuff. Terrible. Clunky. Clunky it is. That's back on again now. How'd that happen? It's on now. I don't know. How long's that been doing? Cheers, John. John Fergus just called me. The problem is I had my window on top of the window and I couldn't see the chat. How long's that been off for? No sound, no sound. Can't lip read. Hi there. What? No. Oh, bugger's been ages. No. Oh, crikey. Should I start? I'm going to start again then. Where was I? My light went. I got light on there, right? On there. Okay. A second ago, I just checked it was out, so I don't know what's gone on. Maybe it lost USB or something. Don't know why that is. It wasn't orange, so it wasn't because I pressed the button. Oh, okay, we're back anyway. We're back. Blimey. Yeah, cheers, buddy. I'll have to make sure I got this chat up all the while in front of my eyes, just in case there's no problem. I've done with complete reloads, it's all gone a bit loopy. So, I'm muted. Yeah, thanks a lot, John. Oh dear, crikey, how long have I been talking? Never played from the start. Okay, what was I saying? Well, anyway, I revised it now. Anyway, the stunning display of transatlantic diplomacy. Joe Biden gracefully acknowledged Keir Starmer's enthusiasm for tightening the UK's relationship with the European Union. As we all know, all been hearing, Keir Starmer's going to put us back in the EU. We're going to be rejoining any moment now. But no, that ain't going to happen, as you know, because there ain't no rejoining the EU just like that. No. And besides, or joining, fortunately. Now, I would love to rejoin under the same terms we had before. But what would happen? No. It would be new terms, new deal, and we will be done sight worse off than we were before we came in. First place, or when we left. Not great. Repeat last 6 minutes. Oh no, really? Oh. I bet my shit. I've got to keep that chat in front of my eyes so I can see. Tell me if there's no sound. Light's still on. What happened there? You know, and I really want to be wearing headphones, don't I? Really, I mute everything, so I don't have it come through the microphone. But really, I need to. I've got my little thingies to put in that. You see, I'll do it on the output. What an idiot! I bet it was the best 6 months of your life, wasn't it? All right, okay. Oh dear, what an idiot. I've still got a few people there. So anyway, I've been talk of some closer alignment with the EU. Keir Starmer pretty much said that from day one, to be fair. There's been a huge amount of criticism of Keir Starmer, as you know, because he's not doing everything that people want to straight away. Now, he did go and visit everybody in the United Kingdom. As you know, a handshake deal with everybody. Oh, hello there. How are you? I'm going to be very nice to you, and then slag him off. Shortly after, it was Rachel Reeves did. So I'll make a video about that. I don't know if I've mentioned that one already. I don't know where I am, but America, the United States is keen. They always have been keen for the United Kingdom to have a close relationship with the European Union because the UK is a stepping stone. It's not a special relationship. It's a financial relationship. It's about what you can give and what you get back. And if somebody can give more, well, you've got to try and match that somehow, and it's not always possible. Same difference between the United Kingdom and the European Union. You have to match what they're going to give us and what we're willing to give them. Unfortunately, they got us by the short girlies, they did. Yeah. Hi, Bill. Hope you're well, friend. Just implement the agreement. That would be a start. And then maybe they'll be taken seriously. There's about 12 different areas in the agreement that they want to get sorted out pretty much straight away and get all signed, sealed. Well, it's all signed, sealed, and delivered already, isn't it? Not undelivered at the moment. It's got to be delivered. So you're right, Vertigo. It's like for instance, what about all the checks and stuff like Northern Ireland? What did they do? They started building them and then they stopped building them all. That wasn't under Labour when I was under the Tories. You know, Labour gets so much criticism all the way through, you know, regarding the national debt and that. I mentioned it before on a live stream. I went to a party the other night, and they're going on about Keir Starmer. You're saying all this stuff. He's made new laws, done this. No new laws. Parliament's in recess. You can't get through to them, though. Just can't. They don't want to listen, these people. A bit like the MAGA hats, you know, in the United States. Well, hey, there he is. Hey, Lily, cool. Hello, buddy. You missed. No, I did a quick stream earlier on, I think Saturday, I think it was, during the day, but I had loads of tech problems. And it's been going for a couple of weeks now, techie problems. So I can complete reinstall my... Oh, is it back again? Complete reinstall on my system, but I've had to upload absolutely everything. They said you want to keep all your software and stuff like that. I said yes. And when it come down to it, none of it would work. So I had to start again. That was a bit of a bang. Simon says, I hope you're well. It's Bill Silver. Reform UK and many Tories only want a special relationship with the orange one. They don't want it with Harris. And that is a very, very good point. They don't. I'm really hoping Harris gets in. Looking at the polls, it's not looking too good for Donald Trump. His behaviour is really souring with people in the United States. And also maybe my videos I keep putting out there. One of them's done over 300,000 views. But it's very good for me. Very good, in fact. No sound? Well, I got sound there. Right, you sure there's no sound? Okay, because I'm showing sound here. Oh, I've got sound. Okay, look at my screen. Let's go there. Do a sound check. There's no sound, the mic's off. Who's lying? There is. Kool-Aid's lying. I know it's not. Every time you turn your head, the sound exits stage. Oh, I see. Maybe I've got to move the microphone a little bit. It's quite a close proximity on this mic. Maybe I'll move it further away. Speak louder. So every time I move my head, okay. Richard J. Murphy has a different views about the national debt. I don't agree with him on the national debt. You can't just... he says a lot of stuff. It's gone a bit crazy. He's attacking people now online. On Twitter, he's attacking people. I thought, what the give people information and a point of view that we can actually start listening to. Someone left that door open. But they have. Anyway, but he's getting a bit aggressive with it, I think. Shame, because I've always followed him. I don't know who he is. He's like a tax advisor. He's got oh, crikey, he's got a website as well and does a lot of blogs. You know, also YouTube videos. On me. Yep, I got the fly. Someone's left the door. So yeah, I don't agree. You can't keep pumping money in, printed money, and not expect there to be inflation. We've already side effect of it. You see, look what they've already done. We've got huge national debt. We can't afford inflation in again and end up increase interest rates again. But it's the only tool that they tend to want to use. If any money's been printed, I'm sure the Tories have already done it. I've got a light on this side that says if it's on or off. This is actually a really good microphone. I'm not changing it. No, if anyone knows it, it's G-Track Pro. It's a really good microphone. Yeah, I'm not changing my microphone. Sorry. I don't want it to pretty microphone. I can make it pretty. I mean, get some, like, I don't know, fairy lights around it or something. No, it tells me if it's off here. But the thing is, I'm looking over there. That's the problem. There's a good spin around on the wrong side. Right, military and veterans usually vote Red Hat, though, as most who've served are from the Red Hat states, and Texas belong to the largest states, I see you saying. I uploaded the video the other day, it's under 100,000 views, surprisingly, and I'll show you in a minute, I've seen it already. And the comments that I've been having on there's, I think there's a problem in that videos like mine don't reach these people because they're in Rumble and stuff like that, aren't they? You know what I mean? Those sort of places, or Trump Social and places like that. You know what I mean? So they're in their own little bubble. So reaching out to these people, so I don't get many comments on there from MAGA hats. No, I get a few, but not many. You're not really reaching them and confirming to a lot of these people what's gone on. And like the one I've uploaded regarding the Capitol Hill riots, which was actually a campaign ad from Kamala Harris, and that actually did really well. And you know, and the comments on there, people were shocked. It's like people forget too easily, you know. And other people say it's the most frightening day of my life. They go, you know. There's thousands of comments on there. Did really well. There's like 2,000 views on that video. I was well surprised. I had that sort of response for a long time, probably because I'm not talking. We need computer models to help us make better decisions. You've got to vote for what's right for you, haven't you? Really. And Trump, because the thing is, Trump doesn't give a damn about anybody. He loves the poorly educated. Why is that? He likes the serfs, doesn't he? Those people are terrible. They just need to. Things if you've got an education system that's failed them, but the thing is, a lot of these people are educated. You know? They've just gone down a rabbit hole and dark web or something, or through social and stuff like that. They get their own bubble and they like the sound of their own voice, and it's their own confirmation bias as well. Often, find their own opinions confirmed because they stay in the same media. Oh, what's on my top chat? Marcus, you're on top chat in chat. Need to be on live chat. There's live. Oh, there we go. Sorry about that. There we go. Sorry about that. Cheers, buddy. That's because I'm using it. I've got two up now. Do people understand how much computing power our brain has? Your memory can fit the whole of the. We don't use it all though. We don't use it. Was it about 10%? Oh, dark web sounds like my ex. Oh my god, that's a horrible thought that is. Hello, Top Smoke. Hope you well. Hope you can be nice today. Oh dear. Cheers, buddy. The difference with the US debt and the other debt is that US debt is selling treasury notes to investors, which is a positive thing. In other countries, debt usually means printing money. Making more money to cover the debt, yeah. Fortunately. And also, it's not. Oh, well, again, I forgot again. The fiscal system in the UK is not based on assets, as in like gold, for instance. That make gold, yes. Like the US has still got its gold reserves. Well, that's the thing, isn't it? It's like about computing power is like Elon Musk has illegally built effectively a gas turbine power station attached to his AI illegally. Didn't get planning permission for it. Hopefully that gets pulled down. Oh, Calvin Robinson is leaving the UK. Yes, I don't know if you know this already, but the fake preacher, Calvin Robinson, has said, I can't stand it here anymore. I'm going to have to leave the United Kingdom. So I responded. I said, yeah, for 90 days. That's all you got, mate. Now, since you voted for Brexit, you got your 180 days. That's all you got. Yeah, please pick the whole like button. Like Mad Monk says, cheers, buddy. King decrees, there's gold, there is, yes, and a giant jewel in his crown. Give it back to the Indians. So maybe the rice that you stole back during, killed 15 million people, starved them to death. Lovely behaviour. We do have a pleasant history, don't we? Yeah, we should be so proud. Anyway, their first bilateral meeting in the US with Keir Starmer when he took office at number 10. Yes, so Biden's very interested in the idea of a closer relationship with the EU, obviously, and it's called a very important piece of rope. Biden, ever the wise statesman, noted that the tighter the UK gets with Europe, the stronger the magical knot it becomes. Now, it's almost as though he's got sort of gently nudging Keir Starmer to cozy up with Brussels. And this was only about a month ago. Because who doesn't want to relive those good old days, pre-Brexit days, when the UK was just one of many stars in the EU flag? Apparently they're holding the star for us, but you still got to go through the Article 49 and Copenhagen criteria. And of course, Biden's long-standing concern, he made it quite clear before, and so did his, not his predecessor, but his predecessor, but one, Obama. It's nothing to so Biden's long-standing concern about Brexit has nothing to do with his own fondness for Ireland or those pesky Northern Ireland complications. Remember when he had that, when he addressed the Irish people a year ago, wasn't it? A rather nice speech, actually. Quite an emotional speech. So it's not all about peace now. I mean, no, it's about money. Money. But how are you affecting the US economy? As well, obviously, we know it's affected our economy, don't we, already? That's Meanwhile, old Keir Starmer, he's rather thrilled to be basking in Biden's glow. It kind of makes him relevant, doesn't it? He kind of boring, isn't he? I know it shouldn't matter, but he's a bit boring. I actually think a prime minister needs to have a bit of charisma. I really do. You win people over with charisma. Boris Johnson managed to win people over with his so-called charisma. I call it grifting, but it isn't until you get to know who these people really are, mine, is when you start thinking, you start pushing away from them. As long as you're honest with it, roll with a bit of charisma. He ain't got any. I ain't got any at all. Oh, anyway, UK's commitment to NATO and Ukraine at the Washington summit. Now, he even pledged to keep that 3 million military aid going to Kiev, because nothing says we're serious like a £1 billion promise. Now, while he was at it, Starmer made sure to butter up to the European leaders as well on a sort of EU-UK security pact, like a kid in a candy store. Charges to see, actually. Here you go. Now, thing is, who needs sovereignty when you can have security partnerships? You could argue AUKUS, for instance. But wait, fun doesn't stop there. Back home, Labour's potential arms embargo on Israel has thrown a wrench into the so-called special relationship. Biden's not no. And even if Kamala Harris comes into play, well, then it'll be the same deal there. So, this move has naturally sent Robert O'Brien, Trump's former national security advisor, into some sort of full-blown meltdown. And O'Brien, clutching his pearls, as he does, warned that such an embargo might just kick the UK out of the prestigious F-35 project. Oh. Now, after all, these jets, they are the pride of Israel's Air Force, you see, and it's crucial for the operations in Gaza. Sure, let's pretend that this is just about keeping the UK's arms. The thing is, you see, there are a lot of these components built in the UK. There's a lot of stuff that's just flat on its face. We have an arms embargo on Israel. You do the moral thing. You do the financial thing. You know what I would want to do? Anyway, O'Brien never wanted to shy away from a little geopolitical fear-mongering, painted a doomsday scenario where the UK arms embargo could lead to a serious rift with the US. That is possible, you know. There's nothing to say as best of allies that threaten each other over weapons sales. And even threw in the sort of usual suspects, Russia and China, just to make sure everyone's thoroughly spooked. And as a cherry on the top, he hinted that the Congress might respond with a counter-embargo on UK arms sales, just to show the Brits who really are in charge. But you got to remember that at the end of the day, it's not in charge. Then this could happen. So in this whirlwind of sort of like diplomatic knots, it's maze and arms deals. It's said that Biden views the UK not so much as an equal partner, but as a convenient stepping stone to Europe. A handy bridge to the continent. Perfect keeping those transatlantic ties nice and tight. Who wouldn't want to be America's favourite? Well, yeah, I'll get this bomb Iraq or something. You know how it goes. They do tend to like to do things like, oh, what did I miss? Marcus Biggs, hey, buddy. Hi, mate. When will Brexit end? Really? It's... I can't see it now. You just scroll that over. Right, okay. Hi, mate. When will Brexit end? It's never going to end, unfortunately. We've got... the EES system comes in this year, in October. Then it got the ETIS system comes in next year, and it will be a bit of a soft learning, an introductory stage. But that'll be mandatory in November next year. Next year, we also got the so-called where they're going to discuss whether or not the deal's working or not. And it's going to keep on going. There's so many. It's not going to end. They haven't implemented it all. Like Verticu mentioned earlier, it hasn't been implemented. But thanks, buddy. But you're right. Yeah, what? Stop pandering to libertarians and racists. When the politicians need to wind their necks in and stop pandering to libertarians, well, we certainly do. The thing is, they've grown, haven't they? They've grown in popularity. You've got the right wing now. It's flipping out. You could argue that, well, it is argued. That's what that's one of the things that that economist Murphy was saying. Name no, but that's literally what he was saying. He was saying that now a right wing party. Keir Starmer is right wing. What do you say? Richard J. Murphy, that's it, thank you. So it is he's perceived as such. I don't see. I think he's just trying to hold on to something. And he's still trying to hold on to the red wall. I think he needs to stop. They got power, they got a huge majority. But I'm fairly certain they're going to lose a lot of that majority by the next general election. Massive amount. A lot of people feel that things should happen quickly. And it never was going to, was it? Matthew Jenkins, cheers, buddy. Nice one, thank you. Keep up the good work, he says. Thank you very much, most kind. Thank you. I do appreciate it. It does keep his head above water, it does, because I wouldn't be able to do this otherwise. Like, I had to, I've done this reload and stuff to put the hard drive in and stuff to all this. You know, it's quicker and easier to just stick another hard drive in it. Not just quicker and easier, it's cheaper in some ways if you equate your time. Just put another hard drive in to start again. Stupid. And actually going through it all. So this makes it properly. There we go. Thank you. And number 3, here is the news. The zombie army has won. And insane ideological idiots have taken over the asylum. Yes, unfortunately. Some of these people, oh my god, if you watch some of the clips, especially MAGA hats and what have you, oh dear, you feel crikey, you honestly believe that stuff? Painful, it really is painful. There's number 3, thank you. Come. Zombies, the zombies are taking over, they are. Right. Of course they will. The project won't end because F-35 program uses BAE systems and supplier and FAA, American Defense Industry cash cow. That is the thing saying about the BAE systems. They actually in the article they specified them. They said even them, but they probably won't end. It's just obviously someone having a rant, isn't that really? So the likelihood is pretty flippin' slim. But it's still gonna make relationships sticky. Make people nervous, you know, so you're not really on our side. That isn't it, you know? It's just like how the EU feels about us now. You know, we're so many troubles. And they're hoping, obviously, for a closer relationship with the UK now, and we've got a Labour government. But they're still waving the same little old Union Jack flag, or actually giant ones. Not really, not showing willing. Not enough willing. A little bit bigger. Yeah. The far right will deny that they are far right, yes, until they're in power. Exactly. Well, that sounds a bit like Hitler. And then they will be happy to call themselves fascists, because then it'll be too late, and they won't care. And who knows what they won't care who knows what they are yet. They just wave the flag, you know, get their own little swastika, you know. I ain't got a bin face video at the moment. I've had a complete reload. I haven't got the bin face one on yet. Sorry. I've got very limited videos up here at the moment. But you see, with these crikey, with these lot, they are so declassified UK fingered BA systems in respect of Israel. Yeah. Right. Oh, government bonds. You could do that, but they have been doing that, haven't they? Under what's his face, Andrew Bailey, the governor. That's how they saved the day when Liz Truss. Remember her? I can do her again. Yeah, when Liz Truss.
In December, I'll be in Beijing, opening up new pork markets.
Andrew Bailey had to save the day. So, I'll drink. Haven't touched it yet. Still got a bit of head. Start a diet next Thursday. Caroline's not here. Race back. Just remind everyone to please drop a like and share. Of course, please. It's the channel, you know. I need all the help we can get. Some videos do well, some do diabolically badly. Usually the ones which I'm speaking in. Oh dear. Point is to use our heads, yes. That's what I don't understand with a lot of these people. So, I've been lied to. I've been lied to, you know, they lied to me. It's the right-wing media, they lied to me. Boris Johnson lied to me, Nigel Farage, he lied to me. Oh, come on, do a bit of research, eh? Not that difficult. If it sounds like a crock of poop, the likelihood is it's a crock of poop. The UK can do that too by issuing government bonds. Yes, we did before. 20 billion in government bonds were sold to prop up the economy. It was quite lucky actually because they thought it was going to be near 80 billion. They're going to need to sell, but they got away with 20. Massive hit to our economy, as you know, and the economy ain't doing that great. You know, growth is mediocre, if any at all, and the fact is, it costs more money to get it. Get the same growth we had before. Costs more. Everything costs more. and businesses and companies had to suck up the extra costs because all contract-based contracts come to an end, and then the prices go up for everybody, and then maybe the profit margin in GDP will raise a little bit. We're not in a great place. We really aren't, unfortunately. Bring it down. There we come. Hey, I know this guy. This is Regan. I watched your video, Regan. Your little walkabout one. Your thoughts, or whatever it's called. I can't remember what it's called. About the EU, you were getting a bit feisty. Oh, dear. Even all shores, Asta. Okay, what have you? Anyway, BAE Systems has their hands in a lot of tech. Thing is, a lot of stuff they've got is supplied from China and places like that as well, and Taiwan. What I don't understand is you've got a military system that's highly dependent on overseas products. What happens if you're in a war? You know, you stockpile, man, stockpile. Beef curtains are better than a pork market. Yes. Oh dear. Marcus doesn't like your pretty microphone. I didn't say I didn't like a pretty microphone. I said I'm not getting rid of my microphone. Oh, sound is fading in and out. Okay, was that's because I'm moving. Okay, have I got the limiter on? Let's have a look. Oh, remember I've reset everything. I've got noise gate is on. Could be the noise gate. Not that. I'll turn noise gate off. Maybe that's better. It's more responsive. I think a lot of it, some of it's down to my throat, my voice as well. It's really hoarse. So noise gate ain't kicking in quick enough. I could turn down. I've turned the noise gate off now. So hopefully that's right now. Thanks, buddy. The UK cannot technically reach the same productivity levels of the pre-Brexit years, the same prices of goods to the public, and the same leverage in international deals. Shall I continue? You don't need to, mate. You can if you want, but you don't need to. The sound's fine. Oh, good. Thank you, Top Smoke. It's a pretty shit situation, isn't it? Really. This was voted on by the British people. Hoodwinked, but it was voted on by. It's okay now. Oh, cheers, Alston. Thank you. So, now Keir Starmer's been receiving a huge amount of criticism, hasn't he? And he's got a big hill to climb. He really has. I've got this little article here. It was a couple of days ago. Keir Starmer's been hitting back against these so-called Cronyism claims. I just find it so hypocritical. Obviously, it's just crazy. I'm not Keir Starmer lover. How many times have I criticised him in the past? All right, I've told you before I'll be voting Labour, but I don't like Keir Starmer. No, I don't. What's wrong? I don't dislike him. I just don't. I've got no faith in him. And what did it for me was his "Make Brexit Work" 3-line slogan. That sounds very Toryism to me, but it's that really done it for me. And his stance on the EU, just to hold on to those votes. He already got a crazy majority. Personally, I thought it was a foregone conclusion, but you go. Some people didn't think it was. The fight wasn't over. Yes, I suppose you could argue that. AI to the rescue. Richie Sunak is the go-to guy. No, don't do it. I think we're going to be, unless AI gets sentient, I think we're going to have a whole load of very boring, dry content. Because all's going to happen is you're going to get individuals, more and more people, including authors, are going to use AI again and again and again, and it'll be regurgitating the same old data. Same old data. We'll have less people writing blogs about stuff, random shit online. Be less articles that are written that's first hand. It'll just all be like regurgitated stuff and or rewritten by AI. And it'll be the same old, and we'll just keep regurgitating to a point where all we've got is AI content online, and a very small proportion being original content. Starmer should be honest and say it has it. Sorry, it has it is instead of beating around the bush. Yes. Oh, say it as it is. Sorry, say it as it is. Instead of beating around the bush. Yeah, exactly. But he's not going to do it, is he? Because he gets. In Starmer's defence, there's so much right-wing press that just wants to attack him constantly. You know. So it makes him nervous. But when you've got things like, anyway, let's have a look at this article first, and I'll show you a few little clips as well, because it's just ridiculous, you know. Yeah, it's like they're after your money. They are. Yes, they're going to be after the pensioners. They're going to be after your savings. They're going to be after this, after that. They're not after anything. That's silly. That makes it sound like an attack. But anyway, so Keir Starmer hits back at Labour cronyism claims. All right. So the Prime Minister says he's getting the best people in to do the best jobs and has followed procedure for it. This is exactly what's been going on under the Tory party. And what they do, they're calling out Labour for doing exactly what they were doing. So it's okay for them, pot kettle black and all that. Keir Starmer has hit back at accusations of cronyism at the heart of the Labour government, insisting he is simply getting the best people into the best jobs. Speaking for the first time since the government was hit by a string of accusations that it had appointed Labour loyalists to senior civil service posts. What about all the donors? What about all the Tory donors? What about that Sharp geezer and the BBC? You know? The hypocrisy. It's astounding. It really is. And they're going on about his outdoor smoking ban and what have you. Well, it's not banned yet, but you know, it's just in discussion. It's a discussion, really, isn't it? It's a thought. Rishi Sunak was going to do pretty much, well, was going to block smoking for youngsters until he got pressurised by lobbyists. Yeah. Remember, he's still leader of that party. The hypocrisy. So much hypocrisy is ridiculous. I don't understand why they just don't throw this stuff back at their faces, because there's so much to choose from. I've got a list of them here, I'll show you in a moment. They're speaking for the first time since the government was hit by that accusations, point Labour loyalists to senior service. Oh, sorry, said it really. He refused to comment on why he had chosen to overturn the appointment of Gwen Jenkins, formerly the number 2 in the armed forces, as a new national security advisor. A decision that has caused unrest, it has, in Whitehall, apparently. We're going to fix it, we are. We're going to fix it, he says. Yes, we're going to fix the foundations. Was he going to rearrange Whitehall again like Rishi Sunak did? How much that cost? So we're going to fix the foundations, and we've got to do it at speed. And I'm determined to have the right people in the right places to allow us to get on with the job. Well, obviously he's going to say that, you know. Is it the right thing to do? Probably not. I mean, you know, a bit of cronyism, of course it's not. But it's going on all the flipping time with the Tories. Went all the way along. I'm enormously aware I am of how big a task this is, and how we have to move at pace. So hits back at the Conservatives' criticism of his appointment, saying, I'm not really going to take lectures on this from people who dragged our country so far down into the in the last few years. I mean, the gutter. Brexit. The Tories give us that, and Nigel Farage. So he refused to say why he cancelled Jenkins' appointment as his security advisor, a move revealed by The Guardian this week, and there will be an open and transparent process. And, and no, I'm not going to publicly discuss individual appointments, he said. Well, that's imminent. So the Prime Minister was speaking from down the street for the first time since the cronyism allegations began, and the government has been criticised for a number of appointments, including giving the Labour donor Ian Caulfield a temporary role as Director of Treasury and handing a number 10 pass to another donor, Wahid Ali. Lord Ali, one of Labour's biggest fundraisers, so that's where the cronyism comes in, hosted a party for other donors in the Downing Street Garden after the election, prompting accusations he had used government property for party political reasons. Well, let's be fair, all parties have donors, and the Tories have had a huge, crazy amount. They always had the most donors, haven't they? Maybe that worm's going to turn, though. Look what's going on with Kamala Harris and the amount of donors that, the amount of fundraising she's managed to get since she's been put in the run. She's a serious contender now, and it's looking more and more likely that she will become the next president of the United States. Let's hope. Anything else is just sheer madness. So now, I'm not going to bother the BBC article because it's clearly. Did anyone see my Carol Vorderman video clip? That was basically just Carol Vorderman speaking the truth about politics. So I think it's worthwhile bringing that one up now then.
Trust in politics is lower than ever. Trust in newspapers, well, even Wikipedia won't accept many, including the Daily Mail, as a reliable data source. Trust in broadcast is in doubt, and it would be remiss of me not to mention that trust in the BBC
She's so on the money.
The 2022 Reuters Institute Digital News Report found that trust in BBC News had fallen 20 percentage points over the 5 years from 2018. And distrust in the BBC had grown in that time from just 11% to 26%. But really, is it any wonder that is how people feel after so many controversial decisions by BBC management just in the last year? The handling of the Hugh Edwards affair, the ludicrous and catastrophic suspension of Gary Lineker after referencing a tweet by Suella Braverman. Are you mad? The enormous pension pots, the utter refusal to resign by former BBC Tory chairman Richard Sharp until he was effectively forced to stand down. The list goes on. Politics, arrogance, snobbery leads to disillusionment. They are all inextricably linked. The rich and powerful corrupting politics, the upper middles taking broadcasts for themselves, the increasingly absurd right-wing newspaper headlines being promoted by political programmes. Well, what has this got to do with class? It's got everything, literally everything. After 14 years of austerity and lying by the privileged political class, this country is in an absolute mess, and the television industry must accept part of the responsibility for that too, including the riots. We used to be the message makers, the ones who tried to determine the conversation of the country. And how responsible, I ask you, have we been with those messages? Not very, in many ways. In some cases, some might say reckless. A few examples. The normalising and platforming of Nigel Farage on I'm a Celebrity. Oh, Nigel is just Nigel. Nothing to do with me. What planet is that person on who thinks that? Who next? The Tufton Street mob, opaquely funded right-wing lobbying groups, appearing as so-called independent voices so many times on BBC political shows they've probably got their own dressing rooms. Note, the disgraced BBC chairman, Richard Sharp, had been a director of the right-wing Centre for Policy Studies, address 57 Tufton Street. Just saying. You so often give credibility to those who deserve none at all. And when people feel they have no voice, as disconnected as they do, there is a vacuum. And who floods in to fill the vacuum? The far right. You cannot be an industry with the power to create the conversation and then claim that nothing is your responsibility. The two simply don't add up. Now, I say none of this with malice. I say it all as a woman who has benefited enormously from over 40 years in the television industry. I say it as a workaholic, as a grafter who's played her cards. But 40 years ago, there were cards to play in a manner which might seem impossible today.
I'm sorry if the first half that was the volume was a bit on the low side. I've increased it now. Hopefully that'll be okay. Oh, there. But she's on the money, though. But she's like, she's the first person who's actually been speaking out like this at this point. Well, I think even Marina Perkins has actually been that close to the money. Yeah, she does. She does need to be into politics. But there again, you got a lot of gorp, isn't it? Dominic Raab's not there anymore, so he ain't got the gorp, is he? So that's okay. I've got a funny feeling my stream quality is a bit on the low side. I'm going to check. Might change settings on that. So, there we are. Where are we? Back on we go. We're only making shakes for Nigel. Let's do it. Incendiary devices for Nigel Farage. We do need more people like her. There's a few. Like I said, I mentioned Marina Perkins and obviously Carol Vorderman, but there isn't enough. Not that those who are willing to speak out against, like the BBC, for instance. She was quite adamant about that, and she's worked for them before, hasn't she? So she knows what it's like, So Nigel Farage did more damage to this country than Napoleon and Hitler combined. And what happens? He's now an MP in the House of Commons and still hijacking the UK. God almighty, yeah. I don't know if he did more damage than Hitler, though. Crikey. To the UK, maybe. A lot of people died, though. She specifically won't back a particular party. Well, she's a bit of a swing voter, weren't she? She's Liberal Democrats, Conservatives. No, Conservatives. She used to be back as Conservatives at one time. And no Labour. So, like, she's not. The thing is, all these parties, they change with the wind, don't they? Just saying there's no reliable source of non-bias in the UK now, at least for our media. That's always says that they said this. Oh, this. But ex-international news agency, yes, say that BBC is considered biased. It's not all biased, is it? It's just some of it is. They're not looking at every single story, every single program, and saying, "Oh yeah, we're going to be right wing with this or something." We don't want the lefties. No, it's just some stories don't even get past the blooming news desk. I've done videos before where I showed that they didn't even mention the word Brexit in articles that clearly about Brexit and didn't even mention it once. We're only making shakes for Nigel. Do it. Cheers, Lee Corn, for that. I hope that was alright in the end. What about my audio as in my voiceover? That's alright, that's loud enough, isn't it? That looks okay from here. How the question time has changed. It's fixing of who they let in to ask questions. It's all staged. Everything's flipping staged. I understand to a degree. You've got to do it to a certain degree, haven't you, to get some balance. Obviously, if it get a bit boring, I suppose. Like in a goldfish bowl. Confirmation bias again, isn't it? So Labour declares war on savers with triple pension tax raid and a plot to cut the ISAs in a budget PM, apparently. But there was an express, so you can't, pinch of salt. Yeah, so Keir Starmer's planning to hammer old people. This is the kind of shit they're getting constantly, How the hell are you supposed to progress favourably if all he's going to do is getting attacked all the while, which basically means that he ends up doing stuff that, quite frankly, doesn't really help anybody because he's just having to sort of like cover his own ass all the while. So I think people need to let him do his job, and hopefully things will be better. But who knows? It's not going to happen, is it? Labour panic as Rachel Reeves tries to diffuse winter fuel fury with 4K pension offer, and obviously criticising the SNP on their spending habits. I don't know how anyone reads this stuff. Look at the state of it. It's full of advertising everywhere. It's just ludicrous. It's ridiculous. The other thing about this, I think this might be against GDPR. When you first come on here, they give you the option of you get the little windows at the front there. You either disagree with the terms and pay, or you agree. That's bribery. I think that goes against GDPR. You either got to be paid for or not. It should be at the front page before you enter it, or you get a few articles free or something, like a lot of others do. So, where were we? Not the one. So they get accused for cronyism, but saying that, we've had a huge amount of cronyism by these Tories, massive amount. Can you remember Scott Benton, for instance?
Be at William Hill here in Blackpool. Betting shops employ thousands of people across the UK and are a key driving force to get people out on their high streets, spending money in local shops and businesses as well.
I will serve you with integrity and humility, and I will work day in, day out to deliver for the British people.
There's been loads of it. The reason why Boris Johnson had to step down in the end. Cronyism. David Cameron. Cronyism. There's just so many cases of cronyism by the Tories. It's just unreal. So we can find that now. Where was it? Not that one. Oh, there we go. Cronyism. If they were so bad for cronyism, what about this lot? It's 2 years ago, this article. So there was more since, as you know. So, 25th of May 2020, Dominic Cummings refused to resign or apologise after Guardian Mirror revealed his lockdown busting trips to northeast England. Scandal after scandal after scandal. 30th of July, Charlie Elphicks found guilty of 3 counts of sexual assault against 2 women. And then we got Natalie Elphick take his place. It's not because of Brexit, she goes. And then they got Rob Roberts, Conservative MP for Durham, North Wales, found by the Parliament's independent expert panel to have made significant, repeated, unwanted sexual advances towards a former member of staff. 28th May 2021, Johnson unwisely embarked on 112,000 refurbishment of his official Downing Street flat. Remember the gold owl and the gold wallpaper? And that was paid for Christopher Geit, ethics advisor. Oh, no, who was it again? That was Mr. Brown, wasn't it? Oh, David Brownlow. Brown down below. That was Christopher Geit who was done the report. It was just... the thing is, they got found out. Otherwise, it'd come out of the pot. Or they'll be paid by, the taxpayer or something like that. But they got found out. So they hide it somehow and make some weird excuse. 26th of June, Matt Hancock resigns as Health Secretary after the emergency broke social distancing rules by kissing his long-time friend and close aide. Oh, Jean Kaluggadangala, whatever her name is. Oh, no. And then don't forget also, he went into the jungle, didn't he? For a large sum of money. Again, so did Nigel Farage. For over £1 million. Crazy, he pays that sort of money for someone like that. 8th of July, Johnson is reprimanded by Parliament's Committee on Standards for failing to establish the full facts about free holiday to a luxury villa in Mustique. The accommodation was organised by David Ross and Tory Down and co-founded a Carphone Warehouse, who was a Brexiter, after Johnson sought and was offered the use of Ross's villa, the report found. So all this stuff is supposed to be listed. It's supposed to say in the Parliament report the benefits, you see. It's cronyism. 26th of October 2021, the former Tory Minister, Owen Paterson, is found to be Parliament standards watchdog to have committed egregious breach of lobbying rules. and Patterson repeatedly lobbied the government on behalf of 2 companies that were paying him more than $100,000 a year, the watchdog found. And the MP who maintained his innocence resigns as the Conservative representative for North Shropshire in November 2021. And it obviously led to a by-election for which Liberal Democrats won. It goes on and on and on. 7th December 2021, former Conservative Minister Andrew Griffiths is found by a High Court judge to have raped his wife. 18th of December 2021, Simon Case, the UK's most civil servant, steps down from chairing the investigation into lockdown-breaking parties. 6th of January 2022, Johnson revealed to have sought funds to help 120,000 makeovers down street flat from the Conservative donor. Again. And David Warburton, Warburton, the bread and all that. Another Brexit. That 2nd of April 2022, the Conservative MP for, no, it's not the same geezer, was it? Somerton and Frome are suspended from the Tory parliamentary party after a series of allegations relating to sexual harassment and cocaine use. Did they ever do the investigation that Leslie Hoyle said they were going to regarding the cocaine that was on the toilet seats and on everything else next to their officers? No? No, okay. Nothing happened there, no? Okay. 11th of April, Imran Ahmad Khan, oh crikey, this was nasty. The Conservative MP for Wakefield is found guilty of sexually assaulting a 15-year-old boy after, well, basically date raping him, I suppose. Plying him with alcohol at a party in 2008. He resigns as MP on 28th of April, triggering a by-election. And Labour wins again in the 23rd of June. This is so much of it. 29th of April 2022, Neil Parish, remember him? Tractor porn guy, The Conservative MP for Tiverton Horton resigns his seat after admitting he twice watched pornography in the House of Commons chamber. His resignation prompts a by-election. Liberal Democrats won again. 17th of May, crikey. I'm going to run out of breath in a minute. An unnamed Conservative MP is arrested on suspicion of rape and other sexual offences. The MP, who is not publicly known at that point, is ordered to stay away from Westminster while under investigation by the Metropolitan Police. He remains on bail and doesn't first child. Remember, this is 2 years old. Now, the 25th of May 2022, Sue Gray publishes a damning report into lockdown-busting parties across Whitehall, revealing the government staff had drunken brawls, vomited and sang karaoke, and no social distancing. And don't forget about her with the boobs. Also, Michelle Mona. All her properties are all been locked out in lockdown. We can't sell anything because they want 120 million back from her. 30th of June, because of dodgy PPE. 30th of June 2022, Chris Pincher, the Conservative Deputy Chief Whip, resigns after admitting that he had embarrassed himself. I embarrassed myself by touching up a bloke in a bar. Yes, I tried to grab his kajibas, I did, yes. I was just being nice. Yes, I was just trying to be friendly. Just the hypocrisy of these flippant Tories is... Oh, don't get me wrong. It doesn't make it right. No. Or they didn't press that one. They pressed the wrong button. Oh, it's just, I don't know. It's a rule for them, and a rule for everybody else. Yes, she was. Old Carol Vorderman, she certainly was. Down we come. Down we go. Oh, crikey. Oh, but I've been jabbering, I have. Baroness Bra, that's her. Well, I think she hasn't shown her face, has she, in the Lords since as Baroness Bra. Makes me wonder how these people get there. What about flipping Boris Johnson's, is it daughter? Whatever her name is, the girl with the blonde hair, who happens to be in the Lords. What? Why did he put her there? Oh, I wonder. Is she a love child? Maybe. Looks like him. Poor girl. Hello, Grant Sloan, hope you well. That's the Frankie Boyle in me. What did Grant Sloan say before then? I'll become. Oh, crikey. Top spoke, what you've been saying again. Be nice, be nice, be nice. Cheers, number 3. Sounds like pin face there. Last government figures said 19 billion in benefits, 80% of which aid for older people. Not crikey, really. So 90 billion in benefits, of which 80% of which is aid for older people. It's not even claimed. That's quite a lot on that. There's Pudding Bowl Haircut Reeves. Oh dear. She really annoyed me. Take care, Bell's Bigs fan. Hope you're well. Good night, everyone. Got 8 hours of driving. Oh my god. And got 8. Cheers, my friend. Thanks for the super chat as well, my buddy. Thank you. 4 hours of work tomorrow. Up in Bucky. No, not the tonic. Oh, crikey, tonic wine. Take care, Mark's Bigs fan. Much appreciated, my friend. Have a good night. And don't work too hard. I've still got your pencil, by the way. Please excuse my misspell. Being a beautiful Sunday for me. Ooh. Hi, Caffel. Hi. I could marry Carol. So could I, but I don't know if the missus... Oh, she wouldn't mind. That's fine. I have 2 wives. Is that possible? She's a bit older than me, mind, but, you know, I don't care. She's got brain. I like brains. Call me weird, but I actually like women with brains. That's why I like Kamala Harris. Kamala. Anyway, whatever her name is. Harris. And also, her husband. Oh my god, he's a dude. I was watching some of his, because he's been doing the old campaign trail as well, Kamala Harris's husband. And he seems a really decent sort of geezer. And he's coming over really, really well. And he clearly loves his missus, you know. I think it's the first time I've seen a potential first lady, first husband, first man, I don't know what you call it, is yeah, in that light, to be honest. I was very impressed. They're saying that. Michelle Obama was pretty good. Graham Hughes looked a bit flustered when she appeared behind him on his live stream on election night. Did he? Ooh, it's Carol Vorderman. Did he swoon? Was he swooning? Last comment. I've done it already. Ben Benton, a Night Bob note in human form. Oh, crikey, he's awful. And he's got that lisp as well, which can't help, obviously, but, you know. Biden's got a lisp, but he's stutters. It's like, with me at the moment, I struggle with my voice, something to do with lisps and stuff, but because of my fibromyalgia, I have to talk in a certain way to try and get to pronounce the constant. I can't say it, you know, try to get my words out. There's some ranges in my voice I can't reach anymore. It's buggered. Pinchy, Pestminster, Pinchy the Pincher. Chris Pincher, Pestminster, Pinchy the Pincher. That he is. The greatest scandal is a pathetic constitution and evil leadership. Yes. Can't argue that. And are there any of these corrupt Tories behind bars? Nope. We're not talking about little bits of money, are we? We have individuals that glue themselves to roads and go and climb up trees that get locked away. And people who steal 100 million quid through deception and lies get away with it. It doesn't even become a criminal case. It just ends up being, we want our money back. Stuff's not quite right about that, isn't there? Has Top Smoke been a naughty boy? Here we go. Pat a dog. The Tories tried to change parliamentary rules to cover for him. Yes. That's a good point, actually. I forgot about that one. Who debunked what? Yeah, evident. Yeah. He's the Top Smoke is the resident anomaly. Yes, tractor porn. Yes, there he was on his phone. Neil Parish on his phone. Not once, but twice he was caught watching porn on his phone. He reckons he was just researching tractors. But he got porn. Now, if you did a search on Google, tractor porn, well, guess who came up first at the time? I hadn't checked recently, but you know. Oh dear. Lovely big wheels on that Massey Ferguson. Oh yes. Oh, look at the big wheels on the Massey Ferguson. Never mind, naked lady. Baroness Moan. Yes. Kebab blah Obama. Isn't that what Trump says? Kebab blah 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 blah. He's so pathetic, isn't he? He really is pathetic. Apart from being a hunter, I like Tim Waltz. Yeah, I don't like hunting. Especially trophy hunting. That, I think those people ought to be rounded up and they should become the hunted. A bit like that film. Give them a money belt. You got to run to the river. But you know, seriously, those guys need supervision. Some supervision, yeah. I behave. Apologies if too dark a satire. I like satire. A part of me wants to see Trump win. No, don't say that. I don't. So I can enjoy the moment the US Army shows up outside the White House in the tanks to frog march him out in disgrace after he tries usurping democracy. That was a frightening time. That was. 9 people apparently died, didn't they? He just got crushed. One guy managed to, I forgot this right, he managed to taser his balls or something, didn't he? Some crazy shit like that. Oh, really? Okay. Tractors have big rubbers. Oh, God's sake. Oh, do they? Oh, can you get them in little dispenser machines outside the pharmacies as well, or in the nightclub toilets? Like a military coup. There would be, wouldn't it, if they did that? That's very true. I bet his speedo's got right. Obviously, are you referring to Graham Hughes again? I bet his speedo's got in a right twist. If I smoked, I'd light up a big cigar for that squeaky scouser. Oh, if nobody knows, Graham Hughes is another YouTuber. Political YouTuber, and I spent several weeks on an island with Graham Hughes. On his island, on his little island. Yes, it was sinking though. It was disappearing. Yeah. It wasn't really. I wouldn't consider it an island. It was more like how do you put it? You know, like you get spit and the sea goes out, and you got a bit of land left. It's a bit like that. Oh dear. Right. How we doing? I'm losing my voice, baby. Right, so I had a few instances of this week. One with June Mamrie, and she was the fishing minister under Boris Johnson, not literally, but under Boris Johnson. And basically, she's got a fish business herself. Got crippled by Brexit. Funny that, isn't it? So anyway, she's had a criticism on Marina Purkis, who's a commentator, as you probably already know. And let me just show you what I'm on about. Let me ramble on. I showed you. There you go. So, oh crikey, can't I make it any bigger? That's not that. No. Oh, that one. Okay, is it going bigger or not? A little bit, okay. So this is a post by Marina Purkis, alright? Hello, person on here who hates me. You've seen the news. You're right with energy and water companies taking the absolute pee out of you. And the supermarkets too. Because when people like me fight for social justice, we're fighting for people, including you. Pesky bees that we are. Well, June Mummery responded, you fight. You sit on your bum on Twitter and any other media outlets that will have you and cause trouble. It usually aimed at her. Trouble. Personally attack people. So this she just exactly the same thing herself. She attacked James O'Brien. She's attacked B. Personally attacked people. What? How are you? Have you been lobbied? She's got obviously, you know, what's been going on at the moment. This is only today. Yesterday, sorry. What and where have you lobbied? What have you achieved? What have you made a difference? You've created a mean girl society, and that's it. Mean girl. so I respond, and obviously by my Wally channel. I'm on Wally on Twitter, you see. June Mamery, champion of the Brexit, will be great for fishing. Cause how many fishing boats have been cut up so far, I say. Oh, she responded, she did. She called me an idiot. An idiot! How dare she? I was just stating a fact. It was a question almost, you know. So I say, is that the best you can do? Clearly this breed of Tory ex-MPs are a bit challenged. You see, I do work hard, you see. It's not just what I'm doing on my channel. I try to cause mischief elsewhere as well. To people like June Mamery. Yes. Good. I can't stand her. She's an awful, awful, awful woman. And James O'Brien drew over the coals a couple of years back when she phoned in or whatever, or interviewing her, and made her look like a right idiot. She shouldn't have any of it. That's the problem, you see. When the people that stupid, they're lost. You know, there's no arguing with stupid, is there? You know, you can try. You can try and win people over a reason, but never win. It doesn't work, does it? It doesn't seem to. Not from my experience, from what I can see. But it just makes me wonder really what these people really are thinking and how they can actually believe half of the stuff that they spout. I just find it a bit weird, you know? When stuff is that way out, that ridiculous and not factually backed at all, it's just hearsay or feelings. It doesn't make any sense. It's just Dunning-Kruger, it's tribalism again. It's just nuts. I just don't get it. I try to, but I believe in logic. You know, if something's to work, there's a reason why it works. If something's broken, there's a reason why it's broken, and you know, you don't just wish it to work, or I hope it's going to be okay now, and just wish, you know, I want to know it's, you know, whatever's broken is fixed, so I know it's going to work. Like this flipping computer now that I've had to reset everything and reload everything, which is an absolute nightmare. Idiot, damn, yeah, she called me an idiot, she did. Yeah. Oh, what's happened to the sound? My audio is still quite quiet. I'm in my range, mate. You sure it's not your end? I'm actually in, down to around minus 10 decibels, which is about right. Minus 10, minus 15. I can make it a little bit louder, but my warrior's going to peak. How about that? I can make it a little bit louder. 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh, peak then. 1, 2, 1, 2. The rain in Spain falls mainly on the plain. Not a lot of people know that, apparently. How's that? Is that okay now? Armageddon, yeah. Oh, sounds good for number 3. You okay? They call you. Is that okay now, mate? Right. God damn it. First it is my better half, and then disaster of the dogs, and then a food bowl was empty, and then my iPhone's battery died. What next? Blimey, that's a triptych. Or was it a hat trick? Could be either. I know the US military are pledged to view POTUS as their CIC commander-in-chief, but the Trump in office a second time, and with that Trump plan to do, would it be seen as a bad thing? Good point. I don't think he's going to do it. I don't think he's going to do it. Kamala Harris is gaining a lot of ground, and with some of the videos that she's been putting out there recently, there's quite a good one from the vote vets. Quite damning. Have I played it already or not? I can't remember. I'll play it again.
We've got Trump on the run, scared. His insults about service members catching up with him. He's panicked. Losers and suckers, he called us. Confirmed. Refusing to be seen with wounded warriors because it makes him queasy. Refusing to salute the fallen of World War I. Doesn't because he was afraid his dye job might run in the rain faster than he ran to a quack doctor when the draft board called his number. Comparing his sexploitations with the likes of Jeffrey Epstein to the sacrifice of those who went in his place to Vietnam. Now, maybe the greatest insult of all, turning a military cemetery visit into a political stunt with cameras in tow. In Section 60, one of the most hallowed acres of all, and when an Army civilian official told them they were breaking federal law that bans politics and campaign cameras, Trump thugs verbally and physically assaulted her. Disgusting. Donald Trump, the grave markers veterans and military families drop a knee to, are not your political props. They represent the heroes we served alongside. Men and women you could never measure up to. Friends who lived and died by the oath we all swore to uphold. Something you will never understand. And why we're doing our damnedest to make sure no service member ever has to salute you as Commander-in-Chief ever again.
Please. Don't vote Trump. Please. I'm begging you. For God's sake. Don't do it. Oh, I'm looking the icon to see what else she said. She don't tend to keep the old string going. She makes a point and that's the end of it. Or she'd be living a life just responding to loads and loads of tweets. No, I don't think she's replied again. Oh, but there's about 600 comments on there. What actual planet you're living on since you fought social justice? Are you drunk? Oh, okay. Right, okay. Strange. Back into the chat. Back into the chat. Oh, is it me or is it getting really muggy now? We're due for a storm here, by the way. Storms. Ooh. Means I have to protect the electricity and my solar panels because the storms. No, she hasn't. She didn't reply. I couldn't see. She might have done further down, but it's, we'll see. I responded quite early on, so. Doesn't the US military pledge allegiance to the Constitution, not the president? That's a good point, they do. I'm back, says Joel. I had to leave for a moment. What do you have, a wee? I don't use the term military coup lightly, but Project 2035, that is scary. Has anyone looked at that yet? I ought to do a video on that, don't I? Because that is frightening. That's pretty much that, that's the end game, really. In the day, it's just like, oh my God, there's no more elections. Well, Donald Trump hinted on that, didn't he, as well? You won't have to vote. You have to vote this time, but you won't have to vote again, he said. And Gingers confirms to Lee Corn that it is the Constitution that the military has to pledge allegiance to. But he's still supposed to be the commander-in-chief, I suppose. Is that to it, isn't there? Oh, the storm has hit the west of the UK, and it's... There you go. Oh, I keep all my minds. And it's wetter than Rod Hellsworth. No, I haven't. I have seen it, but I haven't got it here. But yeah, I don't think it heard me earlier. I've had to completely reload my computer, and although all the software's supposed to reload, it didn't. It's you click on it, nothing happens. So I had to go through everything and start again. It's a nightmare. You don't realise how much stuff you got on there until stuff you got to do. Because all my backups regarding my soundboards, my this thing I've got what it's called now. It's like a gamepad thing. My Stream Deck, all that stuff is all gone. So I'm on bare minimum at the moment. We had a massive downpour earlier with a couple of very loud cracks of thunder, and now it's just raining. Grey and miserable. Are you back in the UK, Lee? The military are sworn to end any attempt to subvert the Republic by force, if necessary. So basically the Constitution, I suppose. Democracy. Kind of makes sense, doesn't it, really? The German military swore allegiance to Hitler directly. Oh dear. Maybe they were scared. Oh, I haven't seen that one yet, Lee, but I will check it out. Maybe, I don't know if you've got a link for it at all, because I haven't. I saw it on Twitter, and that was when I can access it on my computer. As one who served in the TA, it's a tactical army, I wouldn't even spit in Trump's eye. Good. No, I would. I'd pee on him. I hear he likes a golden shower too. So Trump is toast. I hope so. I hope so. It's not looking good for him. I did have the polls up, and I've lost it now. So scandal after scandal. I've done that already. Let's get rid of these now. Get rid of that. Let's make some room. So my feeling is I think Labour needs to do better. Obviously, there's always going to be a nightmare, wasn't it? But I think they're between a rock and a hard place. I think the Tories have been hiding how bad things already got. How bad things really are. And what they're saying is they've got this deficit or this big hole of 22 billion. They've got to plug somehow. I can remember that when the previous Chancellor of the Exchequer, when he said there's an extra 20 billion. Oh, things are great. We've got an extra 20 billion to spend. Was that just a lie? Another one? Makes you wonder, doesn't it? So loud, the cat says I've gone deaf. Is it too loud now? Hope not. The Lincoln Project. I've actually got that here. Do you want to see it? Although there's some controversial claims against them regarding sex offence. One of the founders, I think. I can't remember exactly what went on there. But still, they're doing good work. Where is it? Lincoln Project.
The circle of life eventually closes on all things. For Impetus Americanus, the time for prowling will soon be at an end. It was to be his final hunt. His prey, bolder, weaker, unable to fight back. The best kind, or so he thought. But Impetus Americanus made a mistake. He is slow, he is lost. His imagined strengths are but weaknesses. And he's alone. His mate, his cubs, already eyeing new, greener lands. His pack is flimsy and overmatched. His lieutenants are weak and timid. The decades creak in his bones. The humiliations fester in every fold of soft, bloated skin. And as he rambles and wanders among the fields, no longer on the trail, he reeks of fear. He's afraid of the conflict, of what comes next. He starts to realize it is not his last hunt. Impetus Americanus is the hunted. He is the prey. The apex predator is approaching, preparing to devour him. It is Mother Nature's design that the circle of life eventually closes on all things. For Impetus Americanus, that circle is nearly complete.
I like the touch of the orange. So, Owen Jones apparently knew about the 22 billion gap. I don't know how he would have known. Even the OBR didn't know what was going on, because they were lied to. What gets me is the OBR goes by the figures that are given by the government. That just makes sense to me. Shouldn't they get the figures themselves? There we go. Where are we? Back into the chat. There we come. The lie was not knowing about the £22 million gap. Owen Jones did. They probably did, but they can't confirm any of this stuff until they got it, can they? I sound like I'm trying to make excuses for them. I'm not trying to do that. I'm not a fan, you know. Personally, I would have, you know, I didn't get a chance to vote because they didn't send some voting papers in time. But personally, I would have voted Green if I had a choice. But I didn't, so not really. I suppose I got a choice, but it'd been a wasted vote. Take care, Alistair. I hope you're well, my friend. Night night. All I have an early start tomorrow morning. You all stay safe. Take care, my friend. Be good. Catch you on some of you on the other live chats. Be good, mate. I'm halfway through a stream, and YouTube's asking me to actually verify. To verify it's me. Halfway through a flippin' stream. Yes, it's me. That's nuts. I lost the flip mind, didn't they? Oh dear. Oh well, never mind. Where were we? That threw me. Right, so. Right, yeah, no answer. And hello, Ruth Guthrie! Have anyone got any? I need as much information as I can possibly get, different sources and what have you, maybe that I can get hold of, about regarding the movement of money between Scotland and Westminster. So we'll do a video after what Rachel Reeves said the other day regarding the SNP. I think that was uncalled for. It's just Tory kind of. I expect better from Labour. This always blame game. It's just getting ridiculous. I can't stand it. It just drives me insane. I want an honest government. I want honest government. I want someone just to tell us how it is. None of this blame game lark. That's for the tabloids. It's ridiculous. So if anyone got anything, please, I've sent it to us via our email on allshorts.eu, or just leave it in the chat or something, maybe. I don't know. Or you generally look through. So, I like this ad, says Gingers. They've been putting out some very powerful adverts recently, and I've been grabbing hold of them and chucking them in and putting them online. They've been doing quite well, actually, very well, actually, as videos, which has kind of saved the day for us because we've been doing very well. But yeah, they're extremely good. At the end of the day, they want spread anyway, so the more places we can spread them, the better, because the whole point of these ads is to stop Trump. And I'm happy to do that. I'm happy to spread them because, for a start, they've done an excellent job of them. Really got to the point. I endorse this advert. Hello, Simon Says 55. Hello, Simon Says 55. I hope you're well, my friend. Cool, he hated that puppet because he knew it was more popular and famous than him. So he was stuck with during the whole emu shtick. What? I'm confused. I'm lost on that one. Right. Now, I've got a little bit of news for you. I've been speaking to Daniel Lambert from Lambert Wines, and I'm going to be doing an interview with him probably next weekend. I'll have to edit, obviously. I'm just going to think of a few questions for him. Basically, this new taxation on wine, obviously bearing up of him as wine, it's going to cause a massive headache, and it's almost going to be like a prohibition on wine. lot of companies just going to fail. They won't be able to get the stuff imported. I mean, you consider someone like Daniel Lambert Wines has already had to jump through hoops because of Brexit, and what he's had to do is set up to get over the Aurora number situation. So basically, he moved to France. Crikey, where was it again? Marseille or something like that. He moved to France, kept his place running in Wales. So that way he's got two businesses, one in Wales and one in France. So he could talk to himself regarding setting up these Aurora numbers that he needs for import-exports into the EU and out of the EU. So, which are very complicated things to do, you see. So obviously it makes it dance easier if you can do it to both ends yourself. That's quite a clever move. But that's what he did. Anyway, I'm going to be interviewing them probably next weekend. I'm just going to put a list of questions together for them. I'm going to do less waffle at the beginning. Well, I watched through my last interview. I a bit waffly at the beginning, so I'll cut that right down. Just let him speak. He's very articulate anyway. If anyone knows Daniel Lambert, he's very prolific on Twitter. He's been interviewed by phoning for James O'Brien before as well, a few times. He's a good guy, you know. Believe in Scotland might be if help with regards to our resources, Marcus. The ex-boss of BOE, Mark, that has his name verified our wealth, as did John Jappy and Richard Murphy. Got you. The ex-boss of Bank of England. Oh, Mark, this Canadian geezer. Oh, crikey. Anyway, he didn't like Brexit either. Just copy that. Can I just copy that? That's what I'm about to do. Control C. I'm just going to stick that in. I've got a terrible memory these days, and although I know what to say, I don't always have the words. And it's the brain fog because I've got fibromyalgia. It's a bloody nightmare. Where's my Scotland folder? There it is. There you go. Right. I think Brexit has made it harder for the UK to leave. For the UK, for Scotland to leave the United Kingdom now, I think it's made it harder. But at the very least, we need to make sure you get a better deal. Get looked after for what, you know, I can't do much about it, obviously, but I can just hopefully speak the truth about it. So if I can get some enough information, I'll make a few videos. Check out the Macron report, buried for 30 years. Oh, thanks to the Labour Party. Okay, I'll grab that as well. Anything like that, you want to check it out, chuck it over to us, and I can compile the video then. Little Grover's little tank. Mark Carney, that's it, Mark Carney, yeah. Oh, crikey, the day after Brexit, he actually went to pick his kids up from the school, what have you, and even he was getting racist, racially, verbally attacked. Or verbally, racially, anyway. That's what he was saying that to James O'Brien again. That's when I used to watch James O'Brien all the while. I don't watch him so much these days. Or listen. I should say listen. It's a radio after all. I believe in Scotland might be help regards to exports. Okay. So let me tell Control C. Thank you, Ruth. Good moaning. Good moaning to you too, Doc Davies. We've got a moan. Moan. We're going to be bombarded with wine from the TCP countries, says Lee Corn. Yes, you get a load of Australian wine and stuff, Orcus as well. It's Australian wine and stuff like that. You get a load of it's Japan still, isn't it? You know, you get a load of rice wine. But that wasn't the point. I mean, there's a lot more English wine available now. But you have to add a lot of sugar. Get them sweet enough for the fermentation process. You may kiss me, Helga. Well, that's what made the dogs jump saying that. Cheers, buddy. Billy Connolly's response to Emu on Parkinson was a classic. If you okay, now I know what you're talking about. I used to watch Allo Allo with my dad. I loved Allo Allo. I absolutely loved it. I don't know what the French thought about it though, because it was a bit of a Mickey tag of the French, wasn't it? The Madonna, the big gajibas or kahunas, yeah. The painting of the Madonna with the big kahunas. What the hell? Oh, Rennie. and oh, quite. You remember the old bedstead with the glowing knobs? We had the radio built into it. God's sake. Oh, sake. It's not bad. I never tried it. Actually, I have tried sake. Only once, though. Long time ago. I can't wait to taste the finest wine Vietnam has to offer. The thing is, Vietnamese wine, they probably get their water from the estuaries. Just for the shit. And effluent from all the ships. Oh, the flashing knobs. Yes, the flashing knobs. That's not very German, was it? The flashing. Oh, wunderbar. Oh, I love that. I honestly, he died of a heart attack, didn't he? Or any? No, not the not the chalk tablet. The Japanese love our red wines and buy a lot of it. I'm not surprised. A huge amount of red wine production has been squeezed here in France. A lot of the vineyards have been grubbed up because of overproduction. Then the French aren't drinking as much wine as they used to. Less and less. Maybe partly because of driving and what have you that as well. Maybe not giving the kids wine anymore at lunchtime, because it was quite normal to give the kids a glass of watered down wine with a meal, you know. And the amount of times I've been into bars and that for coffee in the morning, like a PMU bar, which is like a sports bar, and you get little French geezers with a bottom glasses come in. You might as well have flipping onions around their neck, you know. They're having glasses of wine about 8 o'clock in the morning. It's just nuts. Oh, dear. Warm every time. It says. There you go. Dora is pestering for treats. Is that all I got? I got a Wally. Oh, Wally. Have a treat. There you go, boy. So, they took the mickey out of everybody, including the British, with clueless British airmen. Yes, they did. To be fair, actually, that's a good point, actually. Let me talk about political correctness and what have you in a lot of these programs, like Allo Allo. It's politically incorrect, isn't it, you know? It's like Little Britain, politically incorrect. But why can't we just have that sort of comedy, but just balance it out? You know? It doesn't have to be biased one way or the other, does it? Just take me out of everybody. It doesn't matter. I feel it's a sad loss, and I think what Ricky Gervais has said, although I'm not a huge fan, although he likes animals, so I do like him to this extent. When he said about the right to offend, I think you should be allowed to offend people to a certain degree, but it depends on how you're going to take it. It's all about context, isn't it? You know, like for instance, the way Chris Rock behaved towards oh blimey, the other geezer, and then he got whacked in the face. Chris Rock was below the belt, and he's been doing it for some while. Basically, you know, been pretty nasty towards his missus because she got alopecia and all that. There's some places you just don't go, you know, in comedy. You just don't do it. You don't take the mick out of people's serious conditions like cancers and stuff like that, or even alopecia. It's cruel. You don't have to be cruel with it. You know, people take mick out of me all the while. I just go with the flow. You know. I don't because I don't care. I actually like it. So what? Let's have banter about it. You know. And I think, how far do you take it? Same freedom of speech. How far do you take it? You know. That's what I think anyway. Was I Claire? Probably not. Claire's mad. Each or to their own taste, and the company when serving, I ask for hot or cold Joe. And they're always cold. I heat my cognac also. Ooh, warm cognac, God, that's nice. Hello, David Girago. Hola. Hope you're well. Well, we had some loads of naked men dancing. We did, yeah. Had that. You missed that, didn't you? Yeah. Oh, that reminds me. I don't know what it reminds me of. It reminds me of something that I didn't forget about. Or did I? Oh, I did. Oh, damn. Oh, damn. Oh, you're safe. You're safe, Mad Punk. You're safe. I can't do it at the moment. I ain't got it on yet, mate. I had to, just in case you didn't know, I had to completely reload all the system. Yeah, completely from scratch. And, because it wasn't running right. And so I haven't got them on there now. Not at the moment. They will be though. No frog face. No frog face. No, that's not on there at the minute. I ain't got them on there. Have I got any frog face on there? No. They're waiting to go on. I've literally got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've only got 7 videos on at the moment on my clips. Only 7. So. Oh dear. But don't worry though. Donald Trump could be the president of the United States soon, or he might not. And he's going to help the GDP by making it much larger, by 7%.
They're very concerned about it because the jobs the people that are coming in are just taken. And it's going to start with the black population. African Americans are losing their jobs. And I don't know if you heard the latest statistic that of the jobs that these people created, which is very little, every single job was taken, about 107%, was taken by illegal immigrants. There's been no job creation from them. The jobs were filled by illegal immigrants. With all of that being said, I want to give you a very positive answer. We're going to win this election.
Am I dreaming?
I don't think he did maths at school. I better let my dogs out. You let the dogs out. Go, guys. Hang on a second. Oh, little Pandora. Oh, look at that lovely chair. Ain't it lovely? Oh, look at that. Oh, the butcher's apron for you. Sorry about that. I let my dogs out. That's what I did. Oh. They're trying to control you. David, they're trying to control you. No proof, Donny, no proof. Nope. He ain't going to make it to November. I hope so. I hope he does know what I mean. Yeah. He's no maths genius. No, he's not. He's just a fool. An absolute fool. The things he says. The kind of people... Okay, he loves the poorly educated. Remember that. Why would the American employers need illegals if they can pay starving wages to any citizen? Good point. Oh, that's a good point as well. Yes, the UK pays less for its energy that is being supplied by Scotland than Scotland pays for their energy. Very valid point. It's going into my folder. Sin. Oh God, dogs! 2 seconds. What? Just open the door. Dogs. Do we paint out the red bit? Let's just keep the blue bit. Oh. So Dumph is now a very unstable genius. I'm a genius. I am. Yeah. Oh, what was his latest thing he said about how the oh Christ, it's unbelievable. It's just, oh, all these specialists, all these people, they say I'm a genius. They do. Nothing to prove it, you know. Nothing to back it up. Love to the dogs, yeah, they're my little friends. All these back ones Matt down there now. Pandor's still outside with her wonky legs. She hurt herself the other day. Now, the food, about 2 weeks ago now, we had the cows come into our field. Might have been 3 weeks ago, actually. The land was wet. Must be 3 weeks ago. Anyway, they basically put potholes, like divots everywhere. I need some people from Mascot to come along and stamp the divots for me. And anyway, there's holes everywhere. Anyway, I think she rung her hip in there or something, or leg or something. She hurt herself. So she's limping. He loves his bigly numbers. Yeah, they're bigger than normal, though, aren't they? You know? How can you have more than 100%? That's just daft. Yeah, he wants the Christians to vote for him. But don't worry, if they vote for him this time, they won't need to vote for him again because he's going to fix the system. Yes, that sounds great, doesn't it? It sounds a bit like 2025. Wouldn't have to vote for him again. One way throwing away democracy. I was watching interviews where people say, "Well, we want a dictatorship." You know, MAGA hats. You know, so, well, I think that's what the country needs. You know, we need a dictator. Well, you want North Korea? You know, the hell are these people thinking? That it's just nuts. A dictator takes away your liberties. That's what they do. Takes your money and your liberties. Crazy people. And don't forget, if you want a vacation, you're either lazy or a socialist. Oh, crikey, we got Angela Rayner. Oh, what's she doing? Partying she was with her glow sticks. I didn't see any glow sticks, but anyway, she was partying. So, what? What? Oh, this shows us more human. I just don't. It's this ridiculous argument. It's an absolutely ridiculous argument. It's all for Boris Johnson to party, wasn't it? You know, there's dodgy dad dancing. So apparently, Labour panic as Rachel Reeves tries to fuse the winter fuel. Oh, goes my camera. I saw it this time. There we go. It's not. My camera's not happy. Deactivate. Inactivate. I'm back. So Rachel Reeves wants friends and relatives to help pensioners apply for pension credits after the Labour government axed the winter fuel allowance, because apparently there's a whole load of money that ain't being claimed. Loads of people get pension credits. Basically, it's just, pension credits is like a top up to your pension. It's not a lot of money. But that's an easy way of sorting out being means tested, because that's pretty much what the pension credits are. And all of a sudden, it stopped working. That was back in. Close. Rachel Reeves will try and allay fares over the London government's cruel, they said, this is the Daily Express, just so you know, claim that pensioners to claim pension credit. So the Chancellor is reportedly backing a week of action to encourage OAPs to take up the benefit, with families and friends and neighbours asked to check if retirees, if they know they are eligible, according to The Sun. The Prime Minister, Sir Keir Starmer's policy will stop winter fuel payments for people in England and Wales who are not in receipt of the pension credit or other means-tested benefits. That policy is expected to reduce the number of pensioners in receipt of the payment, which is up to £300 by nearly 10 million, from 11.4 million to 1.45 million, saving some 1.4 million financial this year. But charities and opposition MPs have warned as many as 2 million pensioners badly need. Now, there's another criticism of Tories here, they changed the boundaries, didn't they, regarding claiming winter fuel allowance anyway. Now, people who live here in France, for instance, can't get it. They couldn't get the winter fuel allowance because they worked out a minimum temperature. But they included an island, right, in this. In the island of Reunion, which is a part of the French Commonwealth. And it's in the middle of the flipping, well, northwest of the Mediterranean. Northwest, was it? It's north, anyway, near the Mediterranean. I say in the Mediterranean. And because of that, it just threw the whole lot out. So they couldn't get the money. That's always deliberate, obviously. You don't live here, we're not going to let you have any. Yeah. That's not always sunny here, you know. Even in Spain, it can be cold in the winter. I know my mother-in-law's place had no heating or anything in the place. It's freezing in the winter. It's all concrete and marble it was when she lived there. We have a lock that holds more water than all the lakes and locks on the island, called Britain. England have a pipeline from somewhere here to direct the water to them. God. Copy. Got that, cheers, Ruth. Yeah. That's correct. One of the reasons why unclaimed benefits went from 24 billion a year to 19 billion a year. Yeah. It's a piss take. But there you go, that's what they did. You know? But no one cared, you see, because it's during Brexit, where negotiations was all going on. And obviously those in the UK were, how dare you live abroad? You must have loads of money. I'm broke. I ain't got loads of flipping money. For Christ's sake. You know? I'm just fortunate. I've got a house. I got, maintenance and stuff, but I've got the mortgage. So I'm quite like that. I'm fortunate. So I don't need a huge amount of money to survive. But crikey. I know loads of people here living hand to mouth. In fact, there's actually an article in the Express, actually. Have I got it here? Where a couple are literally... If I find it, where is it? Oh my God, it doesn't know what I got done here. What's the title of that article? Maybe I can find it. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, right, so British homeless Benidorm. They're called expats, but you know what I say, we got the migrants. I go, I found it. Right, let me show you. Express again, but you know what the Express is like. They do like to make... Can I actually... Let's close that. Can I make this bigger? And it still fits in. Yes, I can. That's better. British expats Spain retirement disaster as they are forced to live in a field. In Benidorm. I shouldn't laugh. But anyway. There they are. They've got a caravan. Which certain times, yeah, they put it in the field. I'm going to have to make that a bit wider there. Get it all in. Also, I saw they go. Okay. Two Brits have revealed how their plans to retire to Spain unravelled to such an extent that they ended up homeless and living in a field. Now they have little choice but to semi-squat in a garden of a derelict property. Now, I don't know these people, so I don't know their story other than what's in this article. But I know plenty of people here who are struggling to make ends meet and threatening to go back to the UK because they think they're going to, get the benefits and stuff like that. It's hard to get benefits here unless you've actually been working full time. Unless you've been working already. So make it a bit bigger. Nope, didn't work. That didn't work. Oh, so grandmother Paula Briers, 52, and her husband Rob Briers, 60. They moved to Benidorm in 2020. It's just the end of the transition period. after their plans to relocate to the city of Granada fell through due to the first COVID lockdown. The couple who both left their jobs at the giant Colville Amazon warehouse for a life in the sun. I don't blame them leaving that place, crikey. Found that a plot for their caravans. It's a bit quiet again. Let's move that microphone around a bit. Plot for their caravans. It's better. It's very sensitive, this microphone. It's directional. So anyway, both left their jobs in giant Colville Amazon warehouse for a life in the sun. Ah, bless. They found a plot for their caravans in Benidorm Villa campsite. Now, when they arrived in Villamar, animal fosterer Paula discovered the site was crawling with feral cats that needed help. Let's see where this is going, can't you? And agreed to find suitable homes for as many of them as possible. I've always loved animals, Mum of Six told the Express. That's what she said. What they say, her kids are animals. They're saying, let dog in. Let dog in. Dog coming in. Nah, it's not over. Here you come. Dogs are demanding. Very, very demanding. Anyway. So she promised to rehome these dogs. She says she always loved dogs and animals. And she's got 6 kids in the UK. And did fostering back then as well. Now, we've done fostering, animal fostering here. But once we had 3 dogs, you know, it happened, you end up keeping them doing. We've got 3 dogs. And obviously we stopped doing it then. In Villamar, we just said, look, we'll help you out. Sort out the cats, and we had a little table on our plot where people used to come and give donations and things, she says. Ooh. Paula, who was originally from Bournemouth, claimed that she and her husband, who was from Leicester, managed to get the cat population down dramatically, but were then evicted from the campsite. There's more to it than just these flipping cats, isn't there? We've got a cat. I haven't got that many though. But yeah, we got the cats down from over 1,000 to about 200. She says, and we had people looking after the cats that were feral, so they can had somewhere to eat and someone to keep an eye on their health. And then we got them down to a manageable number. After being asked to leave the campsite, the couple bounced around a bit and ended up sleeping rough. And it was there that the couple were found by a British musician and charity boss, Johnny Elraz. Oh, it must be a stage name, mustn't it? That's got to be a stage name, Johnny Elraz. Better known by his stage name, Johnny Elraz. God, it gets worse. Who helped them get back on their feet. I want to know that Johnny Elraz geezer, isn't it? I have to research him. Who helped get back on their feet. Okay, so there they are. So, I think they're quite sanguine about it, says further down in this article. The Paul Adel, he found us, I think in October, 2 years ago. We were in a field, after we got kicked off the Villamar, we literally slept in a field, behind a bush. Yeah, I bet you did. Anyways, obviously we didn't know Johnny then. In fact, we knew him as an entertainer. We didn't really know what he did, and we just came and found us, and then from there it started bringing us food and that, you know. Yeah. Oh, it's like having a pet, you know. So with help from Mr. Elraz, or Hellraiser, who is originally from Croydon, the couple were able to find somewhere better to live, albeit it's far from the conventional living arrangement. So along with our 4 boisterous, you get the reasons why they probably got evicted. They had too many animals. You got other people on the site. There's no way that people could want that, are they? Yeah, I'm an animal lover, you know, but you don't want that constant noise and dog poop. No. Along with 4 boisterous dogs and countless cats, and the couple live in an outhouse of a derelict property, but that's only in the summer. When winter comes around, they stay in the caravan in the derelict property's garden. They pay about €150 to stay on the property. I don't know if it's monthly or what it is. In exchange, they tend the garden. Apparently, the woman's happy. Oh, another homeless geezer that he helps. Okay, we're hoping to stay here because the landlady's lovely, she says, and obviously she's pleased that she's got a garden now, not just a jungle. full of animals. Crikey. Expats. I mean immigrants! Oh dear. Why would you sell your story to the Express? Oh, crikey, what did I miss? Hello, Ruth. What do you do there? Check out Simon Say's comment, please. Oh, beautiful. Okay, I will do that. Thanks. I'm going to have a look. Let's put you back into the chat up again. Our beautiful waters are riddled. Up it come. Oh, done it again. Up we come. Thanks for that, Ruth. Where's Simon Says? I've been jabbering along and people were talking. I forgot about it, and I. Terrible, and I, eh? Simon Says. Have I missed it? Oh, I think I missed it. I'm looking. It'd be nice if you could search the chat, wouldn't it? Is that possible? Can you search a chat? It'd be quite handy if you could. Oh, here we go. Ah. Ooh. Ooh, yes, I did hear about that. All the dumping sites for nuclear... Wait, crikey, a few years ago I heard about that. I forgot all about it. That's a really good point, guys. All the dumping of nuclear waste is in Scotland. How is that fair? Maybe you could dump the wind turbine blades up there, but not the nuclear waste. God. Express and Daily Mail off their meds. I know. Have Labour started turning the working pensions into less of a murder machine than it was under the Tories? Don't know yet. It's too early to say. The start of Parliament hasn't been sitting, has it? You know, in recess still. Yeah, all nuclear dumping sites are in Scotland. All of them. Blimey. What a biggie take. 52, she's younger than me. She's younger than me. She doesn't look it though, does she? No, she doesn't. Definitely not. I think that the sun's aged them. Yeah. If you know what I mean. Yeah, definitely. Did they leave their dream jobs? In the Amazon warehouse. That's it's okay job if he earns good money. I don't know are they good employers or not? I know there was loads of scandal, wasn't there, a while back. Actually, didn't Mad Monk, didn't you work in Amazon for Amazon? Or do you still? I don't know actually. Have the poor's pension in Europe not gone up for 15 plus years? No, it's 15 plus years now if you live overseas. The pension system here in France is like you get like 3 times what you get in the UK. CFAX. And Super always come. The Daily Mail for the harder thing. And yep, Daily Mail and the Express, all those right-wing flipping rags, all the same. Can't trust anything there, can you? I do not believe in almost anything she is talking about because there have been hundreds of empty rumours and complaints around here, but people like her. Oh, who are you referring to? What have I missed here? For over 50 years, have you, Grant? Blimey. Good night, my friend. Be good. Number 3, thanks for your help today, mate. Much appreciated. It's getting late. It's getting late for me and all. Blimey, it's 8 minutes past midnight. I'm going to turn into a pumpkin, I am. All I need is a beautiful glass slipper. Just one. For the implementation period, I've got 4 pages of stamps in my passport since Brexit. Well, that'll stop soon because they're getting rid of stamps, so you'll be okay. You won't be renewing your passport because you'll run out of space anytime soon, unless you go outside of the EU. But yeah, people like you, I suppose if you want to renew your passport and it's still been stamped, and you'd want to get the extra large one, wouldn't you? The bigger passport. Oh, you're referring to a couple of the piece. I got it. Cheers. Cheers, Joe. Yeah, so when the ES comes in and we have the biometrics in place, they'll get track on your movements and via that instead of stamping your passports. It's going to simplify matters in many ways, but it's create another layer, isn't it, for a period of time. Over just at Euro Star alone, but 210 of these Borns, these check things that could be done. 210 of them just there alone for the Eurostar. It doesn't mean you've got to get out of your car now. You want to do that? What's going to happen to Dover? I know. I think someone mentioned. I think was it you, Lee? You mentioned. Who sent me pictures, or was it Richard Knott? No, Richard Knott sent me some pictures over of. I might have still have them actually. I can show you of the all the Borns going in. The big hangars with all these Borns going in for Right, Simon. Take care, buddy. Too late. Too tired. Oh, yeah. You lightweights, you little lightweights. No, thanks, Grandson. Take care, my friend. Be good. Stay frosty out there. Stay frosty. You shall go to the ball. Yes. Scotland's not only a Westminster cash cow, we are the UK's trash can for toxic waste. Lovely. Not. No wonder you're pissed off. Really, I mean, you feel so blooming. The thing is, no one talks about this stuff. You won't hear blooming people like, I don't know, argument's sake. There's so many people in England that are so hell-bent on keeping the union together, but not for the benefit of the people of Scotland. Shouldn't we be caring about the people of Scotland and what their needs are instead of just our own? If we cared about the union so much, why aren't we looking after the union by looking after the people of Scotland, people of Wales, etc., etc., and of Northern Ireland? The people who didn't vote for Brexit are the ones who've been shitted on. The people of Northern Ireland, people of Scotland. It's just nuts. It's just nuts. And now we're getting the Chancellor of Exchequer, Rachel Reeves, or Chancellor, criticising Scotland for its spending. Yet they provide more facilities for free prescriptions, for instance. Free education. Yet they're always getting criticism. Same old right-wing rhetoric, isn't it? It's the media. We need to get rid of them. We need to blow their offices up. Yeah. Platonically speaking. Platonically? Alright. Good night. Take care, Grant. Thanks, my friend. No tories I've seen about... the only stories I've seen about illegal Brits in Benidorm is that scumbag Wendell in the Express. Yeah. There's been quite a few been caught out, what have you. And I went to the airport. Well, I went to the airport and picked. So I took my daughter back with three of the grandchildren, and I've still got little Grace. Hello, Wally. I can see you. The amount of cars that obviously I've got all on my phone. I took pictures of them all. I can't show you them places because I'm not allowed to. But I'm going to check them all out and see how many are legal. There's cars there that look like they've been there for flipping yonks. I mean, it's just like the leaves blowing up against the wheels and stuff. How come they're still there, not crushed? At the airport. Anyone not on universal credit in the UK, you now need to move over to it because all the other benefits are going to stop. Ooh. But you have to claim universal. Claim UI. Universal UI. Benefits will not be so you got to do it. So you got to do it. Oh, for God's sake! So it's not be automatic. It's basically got to reclaim, and I bet there'll be a lot of people who will no longer be won't be won't be able to do it for whatever reason. Bloody pudding bowl haircut, Reeves. Who's pudding bowl? Donald Trump has nicknames. We should lower ourselves to that. But it's quite funny. Bill says, Silver says, I'm expecting a managed migration letter this very month. Great library. That would be fun. A managed migration letter. Yeah, the English think they all pay for our free stuff. Yeah, right. They probably do, though. God. Our government works our taxes out well to provide it, yes. Another valid point. It's all going to my list. Into my folder. I fold my document. In Scotland. I need to speak to Indy Chuck Davey about Scotland as well. You know. His audience is different to my audience. I might be able to. It's different to reach different people, isn't it? There was an article about how Dover Port was planning to fill it in one of the marinas to turn it into the coach part for the EES checks. I ain't got to do that overnight, though. I don't get it done in time with that. Actually, I've said this so many times. I've said it so many times in previous videos. I said there's no room because obviously it's sort of like between the sea and the cliff. The only way is to go out into the seas, build out into the sea. That's exactly what you're saying, isn't it? There ain't enough room. I was at Doug Bangtine, the boss for Dover. He's pretty much said that as well. They haven't got the room there to actually facilitate the checks. Because people have to get out of the cars. It's dangerous, lethal around there. So you know at Dover, you obviously got to walk down the designated places, haven't you? You're not supposed to drift into God knows where. People whiz around there like mad things until they get to their waiting space, you know, their little queues. The place is lethal. You can't have people wandering about. But they're going to have to get out of the cars. There's the only way to do it. So they can have some sort of bay system, I suppose. We get out. That's going to cause so many delays. Flipping out. You know, if you get a delay of an hour, it ends up being a day at least. Crikey, they've moved all the French passport booths at Dover. So the corners tell us, there we go. Booths at Dover further back so they can fit more of them in. Oh, God, really? Oh, God. Oh, random Scottish history. Yeah, I know it. Control C. The thing is, I can't be watching loads of videos because it just takes loads of time. I just need written content because then I can collate it and make it. I can't. I'll have to transcribe everything that's been said. And when you transcribe stuff from verbal content, which you can do, there's an app called Clasp that lets you do that. Like a add-on on Chrome, which you can do it, but you end up with all the waffle in between, and it doesn't make any sense when it's transcribed after time. So universal credit, the intention of arch criminal, yes, Ian Duncan Donut, Bogey Pick and Smith, the bad guy, Daniel Blake. Doesn't Sausage Fingers own the Dover seabed? It pretty much owns the seabed around the coastline, doesn't he? Yeah, and you've also in Scotland as well. Because he rents it, doesn't he? He rents the seabed. Making a huge amount of money. Now, what shocked me was when I went to... I used to go to landfill a lot, you know, to get rid of aggregates, all sorts of stuff, you know, diggings from foot and some building work. So we go down to the old tip to get rid of this stuff, and we had to pay had to pay so much by the weight, but also by volume. And part of that was tax. There was a tax or a levy on there, which was to the royal family. It was like 10%. It's quite high. To the royal family, just for the space that were taken up, and that was on just landfills, just on the land. It's just wrong. Need to get rid of them. Something like that's ricin or something. I don't know. What was Joe say? Scotland is Scotland is like a sane person sitting in the bus when a drunk raging madman that happens to be in the driver's seat. Oh, his name's Nigel Farage. Universal credit the sort of done already. Yeah, we'll do. I'll contact her. Scottish history. I know. She's on Discord. I forgot about that camel toe. Camel. Oh God. Sausage fingers and that camel toe he married. Damn me. Oh. Your king rents you your country, pretty much. How much biatch slept can you be? Yes, exactly. And then we have to pay for all his houses and stuff. They say it's about 300 million or something. That's more than that. It obviously is. Plus the money we're paying them backhanded, like through these taxes and renting them the seabed and God knows what else through our energy. It's just crazy. More like a horse toe. Oh dear. Maybe she can get laminitis or something. That'd be good. Yeah. Okay. When his bone falls out. Okay. I'll shut up. Still give it a day job. I ain't got one. They've moved. Scroll up. Okay, where was I? I'm getting to the point now. Oh, Crony, 3 hours. No one, I'm losing my voice. Struggling there. Got some good information, got some helping hands here regarding putting together my Scottish video. I'll do it more than one, I think. I think I'll take a few videos. Be careful, might as well press the internet off.
I know, but how does
that one? Oh, Tommy Robinson's been sending out nasty, aggressively responding to people like he does. You know, he's such an idiot, that man. Isn't he? Oh yeah, I'll show you this. The space I've been speaking to. I've been emailing each other as well. If I just show you regarding Daniel Lambert. So I asked him whether or not, hi Daniel, do you have a link explaining what is actually on then I asked him, would you want to do an interview? Happy to explain in the video. So then I started speaking to him on our, are you up for an online interview or do you have a password emoji? Because he comes through quite regular. Area of France. Yeah, damn, so I've been speaking to him. So we're going to do it next weekend. And we had quite a big article here. There we go. There we go. I'm a pretty patient guy these days. On the 23rd of April, I asked a really basic question to my MP. I asked the same question to the previous government several times earlier. And the question was this. Will you remove or keep the wine excise easement after February 2025? And this is a simple yes or no question. It's not loaded in any way. Now, I'm not being funny, but a question this simple does not take much time to understand and answer. But it's now nearly September, and I still have not been given an answer. That's quite significant for me and the wine industry in the UK because it works around 6 to 9 months ahead of time for the supply chains. The wines from deep sea places such as California, New Zealand and Australia take months to arrive in the UK before they hit the retail shelves, and these shipments are now happening, yet we don't know what tax will be applied. And many of these wines will be affected adversely. It's understood that the Tories created this mess with the failed Brexit wet dream policies. Yep, say it as it is. But the Labour Party now hold baton, and staying silent is more damaging than answering the question. So enough is enough. To James Murray, blah blah blah, his MP, who I like, and CPJ Moore has written to you to answer this question. It is a very simple question to answer, and I require that answer so I can plan accordingly for importations. Moreover, my entire industry also requires the answer so they can plan. Your feet have been under the desk for 2 months. Stop kicking the can and answer the question. I shouldn't have picked that busy mind. I suspect you're going to keep the Tory policies and cease the easement, hence the 6 months of silence. If that's the case, at least give the wine trade, a time to plan for what it would be the end of importation for many small to medium enterprises, rather than making it worse and keeping quiet. I do hope national press picks up on this, as they have before, and if the easement is stopped in February and the prohibitionists win, it will be a very bad day for hospitality and the social well-being of the UK. Yes, because we need to drink ourselves to sleep these days, you see. So they ask, yeah, you explain in the video, blah, blah, blah. So, yeah. So I'm going to be speaking to Daniel Lambert. Hopefully it'll be quite interesting. So he's quite a nice guy, actually. I've spoken to him before several times. Oh, my voice is going. It's going. It's gone. Da, 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 da. Oh, there we go. So I'm going to be calling it a night at the moment. I came back from 12 years in Tenerife with the hope that I can be hair come independence. One day, Ruth. Night, Grant. Take care, my friend. Oh, wait, what am I doing? There was an article about how Dover Port was planning to fill it in one of the marinas to turn it into a coach park. Yeah, that's that is a major job. Major job. They'd have to get so much rocks and stuff like that in there, wouldn't they? Have to just wash away. Well, I'm in the marina, so maybe it wouldn't. That's all walled, isn't it, marinas? But isn't the marina got boats in it? Or which buggers are their boats? Anyone not on... I've done that already. Can't we come? Oh, does child benefit also move to universal credit? Good question. I don't know. I haven't looked at it yet. I don't know how it can it? Scotland is like the same person sitting... I've done that already. British passport boost. Always said done that already. I've done that already. There we come. Yeah, he's been right. Tommy Robinson's been right ass again. Do we support the idea of universal basic income? Even Elon Musk supports it. He actually says it's inevitable. Elon Musk, I hate that man. He's an awful critter. Fancy how he's treated his daughter. Because his daughter happens to be trans and he doesn't like it. Says she's got the woke mind virus. Woke mind virus. What the fuck is that? Man's a flipping lunatic. Ketamine. It's fried his brain. He got a fucking 45 million pay rise as well, not my sausage fingers. Not my king. Who said UBI? Yes, UBI, universal basic income. I think we'll be heading that way. Yeah, with artificial intelligence, I think we have no choice. Robots will do everything that we can do, if not better. Pretty much. And these foreigners coming here to rule us as royals is the foreigners coming here to rule us as royals. It's outrageous. Send them home. Stick them at the gallows. That's what the French did. Yeah, he's flipping now. Yeah, well. How long for? I don't. Ireland's looking at removing his citizenship, Irish citizenship, aren't they? You know, which that means he has 90 in every 180 days. Hopefully, one day he'll be gone. He always looks really angry, really gammony, doesn't he? All red in the face. Wine isn't popular here. We have Bohemian Sect, which is sparkling and seasonal Bohemian wines. Top restaurants, of course, carry imports, but they are mostly for tourists. Never tried anything like that. Where are you? Prague, isn't it? Prague? A business planning anything in the UK, not a chance. To be fair, Daniel Lambert, he's not a Brexiter, so I think he does plan. And he was pretty clever what he did, you know. But he's still functioning as he was before, except the extra costs. He's got 2 depots instead of 1. I see that Labour are nervous about upsetting the far right. Exactly. Why? They shouldn't give a shit. I agree. Or about hurting the far right's feelings. They're responsible for the mess, and Labour needs to fight them. Labour's got such a backing. If they show some balls of this, they'd get a stronger following. Have they stood up to these people? It's like, whatever, you know. If you don't like it, you have to vote for reform or something. So sod it. At least have some integrity. Got to grow a ball, grow a pair. Not just 1, 2. Labour aren't Labour. Not as we know it, no. Whatever Musk says, it's nonsense and should not be considered. I just want to throw it in there. Butanol wine importers are based in Stockport. Might be interested to see how Brexit has impacted. Oh, okay. That's interesting. I might have to look at that. If I was in the UK right now, I would sell whatever business I had and I would move to the EU while I still can. It's getting bad over there, isn't it? It is getting bad. There's some areas doing really well, like the people who have been paid to do the checks. You know? But hospitality in the UK has been strangled. All industries, in fact. Electronics, digital's all been strangled. Harder and harder to trade. So the far right have Labour by the ball bag, they do. There's danger that if one needs to work, they will serve no purpose. And the thinking would be thin out the population. Whew. Thin out the population. Blimey. Be like that film Time. When your time runs out and you can't keep only create your time back. There's always rich people with, like, centuries of time. Oh, crikey, who's that? That was that singer, wasn't it? Anyway, I absolutely chat. Like, thank everybody tonight for joining us. And it's like 3 hours now, literally just 50 seconds. Oh crikey, thanks all. I can't even write properly. Thanks all, and the Spanners. Thank you, Spanners. But yeah, I haven't got any clips of the ones I've already shown you. You might not see them, but I might. Tell you what, I'll do this one. Yeah, I'm gonna do that one in a minute. So I'm gonna say toodaloo, and thanks all for joining us. Like I said already, and here's a little video clip for you. And this one's done over 300,000 views. I was stupid, isn't it? Yeah, well, Regan, like my friend, be good. Oh yeah, please boot the old like button. Oh crikey, don't forget that. Don't forget that. I'm all over the place now. I've lost my voice. My voice is gone. 3 hours talking. My voice is gone. Anyway, oh crikey. Anyway, Captain Right, there you go. What's it doing down there? That ain't right. Let's bring it up there. What's happened? Oh dear, no sound. Let's start that one again. Should I do that again? I think I should. Why is there no sound?
We're trying to get compliance, but this is now effectively a riot.
49 hours declaring it a riot.
5 to 50 be advised, we're trying to breach and get to the Capitol. We have a breach of the Capitol! Breach of the Capitol to the upper level! My kids didn't have the courage to do what should have been done to protect our country and our Constitution! Bring out Chris! Bring out Chris! Bring out Chris!
We can't hold this, we're gonna get too many people. Look at this vantage point, man.
We're trying to hold the alphabet! We're trying to hold the alphabet down! We need an area for the council members. They're all walking over now through the tunnels. We need to move now.
Copy.
If we lose any more time, we may lose the ability to leave. So if we're going to leave, we need to do it now. We lost the line! We lost the line! All MPD, pull back! All MPD, pull back to the alphabet! ASAP!
H208 with 4 members. The door's barricaded. There's people flooded the hallways outside. We have no way out.
Officers still remaining on the House floor, so we can secure the members on the other side. Copy. Officers down! Get them up! Get them up!
And if I win, I will be looking very, very strongly about pardons. And I mean full pardons with an apology to many, an apology. They were peaceful people. These were great people. The crowd was unbelievable. And I mentioned the word love, the love in the air. I've never seen anything like it.
Toodaloo. Have a lovely week. But don't worry, it'll be right on the night. Or the week. The month. I don't know, maybe. Oh dear, we're doomed. Now I want ice cream too.
I want
In December, I'll be in Beijing, opening up new pork markets.